With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. His dreams online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Sharp's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to ward because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if factory fun. His trials can't see if ours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Friday. And yeah, word of warning to you guys might hear an agitated dog. My wee dog is losing his fucking mind. You know, my fiance, she's usually kind of in, you know, this time of night, you know, in the house. But she's gone down to see her relative, and because she's gone, he's freaking the fuck out because he has like these abandonment issues that these kind of dogs have sometimes because they're, you know, one owner or the one. he's kind of accepted me as basically owning him as well, you know what I mean? But obviously I've only known him like, you know, 6 years, but she's had him, you know, his whole life. So there you go. But yeah, Wardrobe Reader seems a bit confused what we're spinning. This is to help us pick our bingo thing for this helps us pick our bingo word or action, so we can then pick it on the card. You know, this helps narrow it down somewhat. Everything on this wheel has everything you see on, you know, this. So this thing here, everything on that wheel, so everything on this notepad file here, all these DSP words and phrases and mannerisms and all that shit, you know, this is all on the big bingo wheel, which you see in front of you right here.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Prophet for the super chat. It says, I'm here for the authentic Scottish style, UK style content. Right, thank you very much indeed, Prophet. And also it's a very good start as well to the notifications seeming working today. It's very good, you know, so I can hurry for that. It's because the notifications are working okay and we video played as well, so it's a very promising start. So basically, I'm using the wheel to help pick our wee thing to determine what the fucking card is. But you guys might hear my dog in the background whining away, whinging away. He's actually next to me right now. But yeah, he's all sad because he's, you know, abandonment issues, these wee dogs. You know what it's like. She'll be back soon, boy. She'll be back soon. Hey, wee bugger. So you'll probably may hear him whine now and again. It's just the way it is with him. Can't be helped. Right, let's spin the wheel. And there we go. We got him. We got Phil sighing. It has to be an obvious sigh. So there we fucking go. We've got him sighing. So we have. So because of that, we can now try and pick a bingo card between. And to do that, I need a number from you guys between 1 and 215. So there you go. The first number I see in chat will be the bingo card I picked. The first number I saw was Warren with 67. So it's the 67th bingo card we're going to use for today with the word sigh in it. Jasper World Order is asking, do I think Stream Elements will drop Phil? I don't think they will. Personally, I don't think they'll care. I'll be very surprised if Stream Elements actually do drop Phil, but I don't think they will. So this is our bingo card. Prophet's asking why not 69. Hey man, the first number I saw was from Warren. He picked 67. Take up with him, pal. Warren picked 67 instead of 69. Who knows why? But yeah, I'm just going by the first number I saw in chat. So the bingo card on the right hand side is what we're going to be using today for today's bingo, right? So we've got a top row of tips, fuck, literally. What I mean by that is, and support. Then I've got Phil saying, wow, him sighing, him saying day off, him mocking his chat, and then saying behind the scenes. Then we've got him having a dumb close-up, nobody/no one, him snorting, him saying you guys, and dead air. Sorry, give more blood, there is no WoW command here. Also, bring back Be Free, you bastard. Then we've got Phil in the creepy whisper, the microphone bump, him saying chill, distractor or trolls, and then siege mode. Siege mode is when he folds his arms and it's like he crosses his arms in a wee huff almost when he addresses you. It's kind of strange. We borrowed siege mode from Piece of Peace, don't tell him. And the final row, we've got him scratching his moustache, the chair creak, him making a weird noise, him saying help, and positive. I think that's quite a decent bingo card, I must say. So I'm going to save this bingo card very quickly indeed. So hopefully we won't have the stream go a bit weird. Yesterday it went a bit strange on me, I don't know why. And, I generally have no idea why it happened, but I did change a couple of things. Thanks to Prophet's guidance, I set my bitrate. The default bitrate, when I let the auto configuration do it, was 10,000. I lowered that to 8500 on Prophet's suggestion. So hopefully it should all be okay. And hopefully we won't have a strange kind of weird thing bug out on me, where it seems to just make the chat disappear and you can't see it, the bar at the bottom of the screen either. That's kind of strange. I have no idea why that freaked out me. Are you crying over there, boy? I don't even know if you guys can actually hear my wee dog crying.
It's been a rough year. Why does he always have to mention that there's tips all on the show?
Yep, I think you will be able to hear him crying.
Why does he have to bring that up?
And then he's jumped off bed.
Very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need
I think so. I do my best. I kind of scoop him up all, you know, he's a wee small dog, you know what I mean? He's like a cross, like, you know, between fucking... Oh, what's he? He's a wee hybrid kind of dog, you know what I mean? But he's just fucking wee cute ball of fluff. Like half terrier and half something else, man. But there's nothing I can do to reassure a wee bastard, you know, because I'm no my partner. It's her that he misses. I keep telling him I miss her and all. You know, I miss her too, but crying about it is not going to bring her back any quicker. Poor little bastard, man. But yeah, I have saved the bingo card. Is Phil live yet? Yes, he is. Phil is indeed live. So there we go. Phil's on the stream. He's live. Boom, DLD. And the dog's back again. I love how he leaves the room to have a wee cry and whine and moan. And then he'll jump back in the room with me. As if he's like he's got to settle for being with me. And he'll still sit there and whine anyway. And then he'll fuck off again and have a wee cry and whine. Yep. Khazar, Phil is stuck on 517 members. So this is the final day. Keep in mind, 600 is not for him to raise between now and today, however. 600 is already been set for next month. He needs to raise this by the end of October. 600 members. Phil is going to be losing about 100 odd members at least between now and then. It's just a question of whether he gets the 600 in place before the big massive drop off happens. So there you go. But yeah, Phil is wide awake, as you can see. The stream's live and online. And yeah, he seems to be kind of chirpy or whatever, I guess. Whoever's asking who made that shitty Halloween scream for him, whoever it was, I didn't get paid for it. So, it is what it is, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, and Phil's fucking bingo... Sorry, not bingo. Sorry, Phil's membership incentive, his membership prize thing. If he hits 600 members, he's going to react to old adverts. That's literally his incentive. He thinks this is going to really be something his audience will want to see him react to. Him reacting to old television advertisements on YouTube. and he's going to make people submit them to him. He's not even going to look them up himself, it seems. He's going to he's going to have his audience submit the best ones to him, so he doesn't even have to fucking do the legwork for it. Train's asking, did I see the baby rage Phil had last night? I did. Aqua Teal had a good video about it. Multiverse's whinging was aplenty last night. Phil was not getting the support he wanted for the fucking game. That is the third time Phil has said good morning, everyone. He said it straight away, good morning, everyone. And then he said good morning again, the second time right here randomly. And now he said it a fucking third time right here. How many times can one bastard say good morning? For fuck's sake. We get it, Phil, you're there. You want your chat to talk to you and not ignore you and all that shit. Big fucking deal. Ah, Christ. Right. The bingo card is saved. So let me just very quickly set it up for you guys. And yeah. Everything's working okay still. We've got Phil's chat on the side. There we do. We do have Phil's chat on the side indeed. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to turn the music up and I'm going to mute Mass so you guys can enjoy the good old Meerkat music. So, yeah. Thanks for helping me pick a bingo card. Fingers crossed we get a full house today. It'd be great to end the month with a full 25 out of 25. So, yeah. Fingers crossed we get it.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got something that came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. They came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice. That just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultures' rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword. My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're begging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're begging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still begging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my streams, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more. Okay. Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your dad.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that, those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior. Big ups to your dad. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done. I'm coming for you.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating me. It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and have to hope. These people just don't know better. It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my streams, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay?
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. It's all, they're completely washed. The hands are clean.
You have no respect For people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead, you don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that doesn't mean that people are going to forgo tipping.
Okay, guys, Phil's about to go live. The intro's playing, so you know the drill. You all know the drill by now. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the bingo card. I don't mind pausing and rewinding if I need to check something, just in case something happened that we missed or whatever. I do miss things sometimes because I'm a piece of shit. Sometimes I just miss things that happens. So yeah, guys, I'm relying on you guys to keep me right, and I'll do my best to keep myself right as well. Fingers crossed we got a full house today. Hopefully we end the month on a high. Here we fucking go. Good luck.
Hello and good morning, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we're having fun down here on Level 1, and I'm Dark Side Philium. That's correct. I see some glare because yesterday, when I did my short schedule, I turned on my pumpkin lamp to show everyone what it would look like if it was on with a good camera. You know, my phone, as opposed to this webcam. And it looks good, doesn't it? Well, not that you would know. Only about 300 people watched the short schedule yesterday. But yeah, the stuff behind me looks really good in person. I apologize that my webcam is so crappy and low quality that, you know, it only comes through as well as it can with a crappy low quality camera. I'm doing natural light today because it's actually cloudy outside, which allows me to do natural light without it being...
Oh, it happened again. It happened again. So, for God's sake, Doug, shut up. So, it happened again with my OBS. I don't know why it did this. So, it kind of froze up in the browser a wee bit randomly there at me. And then it froze my OBS up as well at the same time. And it's like, it just completely... It's so bizarre why this fucking happens. The chat disappeared. I really don't understand why this fucking happens. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Sorry, guys. I really have no idea why it happens. Like, it's not to do with the bitrate or anything. I think it might be OBS or something. I really don't know. Because I used the Stream Elements version of OBS, and apparently I had some issues. So I might have to look into just, you know, go into the normal version of OBS Studio, because apparently that's better. Sorry, guys. I mean, I could close the stream temporarily quickly and open it again, but it will just happen again, I think. But, so we have no chat from DSP, and we can't see the wee overlay at the bottom. Everything else is still there. So, yeah, fuck it. I mean, we'll just keep going, I guess, you know what I mean? There's also, it's okay for you. It's nothing to do with my PC, guys. It's nothing to do with my PC. Trust me. It's just, I'm thinking it's just OBS, to be honest, you know, my OBS thing. We'll just crack on anyway, guys, but sorry about that.
Being blinding. As you can see, the colors look a lot different with the natural lighting. And I think the decorations actually look better like this. So, welcome to the show. Today is Friday, the 30th of September, 2022. That's right. It's the last day of September. Tomorrow is officially October, although I jumped the gun with the Halloween horror stuff, which I'm all good with because I love this time of year. As you can see, we have a brand new template for the show. We actually have several different horror-themed templates, which I'll be alternating with the Level 1 podcast all this month. As you can see, this is the classic Resident Evil border for the show. We have Jasper Kitty in the house today, right, buddy? You're going to join us for Earthbound. He likes Earthbound. He finds it relaxing. And I'm glad about that because I like having him in here. Sometimes if I play a too action-oriented game, he actually doesn't like it because I'm yelling at everything and he leaves. But when I play Earthbound, he chills and relaxes. He really likes it. So I think he'll be in here. Will you be in here today and relaxing with me? I think he will. He's beating me up with his tail right now. Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. How you doing? Good variety of stuff today for sure between the two streams. All heading into a very fun and special Marathon React event tomorrow, which is sure to bring people to the stream for all various different reasons. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Yesterday we started up with the Evil Within playthrough per your votes. We'll talk about that. I seriously want to talk to you guys about the future of multiverses today. I do. By the way, shout out to Folivora, who just re-upped their membership for 4 months. Says, hey man, big fan. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much, Folivora. Before we get to any of these serious topics, all right, I would like to refresh and reiterate that we have everything new for the month of October now. Okay, so just so you know, over the course of the last 24 hours, I have updated this stream with so many new animations at this point. I think it would be hard to get an old animation for any kind of a contribution, except for, you know, memberships I'm not changing because those show the level of member you are, and I don't want that to be screwed up. But just to give you some perspective here, okay? If you tip any level except $4.20, $6.66, or $100 or more, so anything like $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, you get a brand new Halloween-themed animation. Yesterday we saw a couple of them. We didn't see too many. I think we saw the 5 to 10 and maybe the 20 once. But I changed it. I actually changed the animations now. So now there's even more. And yesterday...
Right. It happened again on my... Did anything else go fucking missing or whatever on fucking your screen? Because it happened again. So it's like the browser freezes a wee bit temporarily. Like the video will stop temporarily even though the sound will keep going. And then my OBS just freaks the fuck out. But is everything still fucking there? Nothing else went fucking missing, did it? We can still see... Yeah, okay, so it's just, yeah, the wee slight glitch, whatever, but nothing else fucking vanished, because you guys should be seeing the fucking YouTube, the chat, the wee fucking browser for... And it was on the right hand side with Phil's fucking chat. It should be there. I don't know if it's a fucking browser. I think it's because I was doing a wee test with it earlier on. And it seemed alright. I don't fucking know. Okay, no worries. Keep going. I'm going 1.25 speed, so I don't fall too far behind. But fuck me, I don't know why it's doing this. I'm going to try it. I'll test it with a normal OBS, I think, and we'll see if it's anything to do with OBS.
Yesterday you saw one that was like a spotlight on me. That was last year's because it was supposed to be like kind of like Alan Wake looking around with a flashlight because I replayed the Alan Wake HD edition last year. Well, I changed it. It's an even better one now that's horror themed. Just to give you guys some ideas, all right? I'm not going to spoil. I want you to see them when they happen. But we've got The Shining, Ghostbusters, one version of Dracula starring Christopher Lee, Alien. Oh, one I don't even want to spoil. The $50 one is the highest level one. I seriously don't want to spoil it until someone does it. And it could very well be many days until we get a $50 tip, if I even get one this one. But I seriously want to save it because it's so insanely terrifying. It's the most ridiculously over-the-top terrifying animation I've ever seen for $50. So I'm just going to save it. I don't want it to be spoiled until we see it, okay? But that's crazy. And then on the Super Chat side of things, I brought back some of the older animations, like this Spooky Scary Skeletons one. But there's now a Resident Evil animation there. Yes, a unique Resident Evil animation for a level of Super Chat. I think it's a $10 Super Chat. It has to be exactly 10, I believe, and then you'll see a brand new animation there. There's the Spooky Scary Skeletons, which is nice, right? Yeah, so for $10 Super Chat, you'll see the unique Resident Evil animation. But no exaggeration, I changed the Super Chat animations. I think it's any level up to $5, then it's $5, $10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. I think every one of those has a different animation now. Yeah. So... wow. And by the way, if you didn't notice when the pre-stream was running, by the way, you're noticing more colors. See that? You know what? This looks better over here, doesn't it? I think you're seeing more colors now. Like, you're actually seeing red and everything in the rotation. That's kind of neat. But before you couldn't really see it, I think maybe the angle's a little better there. I don't know. But anyway, in the pre-stream / commercial break artwork, there's also a variety of October Halloween-themed art that's been tossed into there. So I just want to say thanks because this is the work of several different people. You know, one person put in a ton of effort and is continuing to send me animations. Like, holy crap, thank you so much. But thanks to everyone because it's at least 3 to 4 people who have been submitting stuff for this month. See what I mean about how people get excited for this time of year? They do. The summer, kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. The summer can be kind of annoying and boring when there's nothing going on. But you get to the Halloween month, people get excited for horror games. They get excited for the new releases. And then all this crazy stuff happens all at once. All right? So I am pumped for this month coming up. It's going to be a good one, I feel. Okay? I know itches. All right, so all that's going on. Hope to see some of those animations today. Thank you to Gamer Guy for that tip. We just saw the Shining animation, and there will be many, many more animations, you know, to be played this month. Okay, so let's talk first of all about yesterday's games, because what I'd like to do is discuss the future of those games, which is Evil Within and Multiverses. Then what we can do is talk about the schedule moving forward. All right. So here's the deal. All right. Yesterday we started off with the Evil Within. For your votes, because it was an insanely close vote. Over 1,500 votes were received. I would say over 1,500 people voted, but you know some of those are probably duplicate accounts. You know what I mean? Like, let's not be silly here. We know people kind of cheat. So it was between the Evil Within and Dead Space 1. The Evil Within won by like between 10 to 20 votes. It was that close of a vote. So we started up the playthrough yesterday. And here's what we noticed. Number one, I couldn't play it on hard. Originally, my intention was to play it on a harder difficulty. But when I originally played Evil Within back in 2014 as a new release, I played it on PS4. And that was actually even before the PS4 was auto-uploading cloud saves. Like, I remember at one point, I set it up to do that, and it started automatically doing it, but 2014 was way too early for that, so I wouldn't even had to a save point to continue from, even if I had wanted to. The other disappointing thing about it is, I couldn't even do the DLCs, because again, I played it on PS4, so I only owned the digital rights to the PS4 version. I didn't own the rights to the game on PS4 digitally, though. Like, I bought the game physically. This was back, I think it was around 2015 to 2016, when I completely abandoned physical games. I decided it didn't make sense to buy them physically anymore. It was much easier to get them digitally and just preload them on my consoles and have them ready for stream, rather than having to drive all the way to the game store to get these games physically on day one. And so, since I don't have the game physically anymore, I would have had to rebuy it. I'm like, why am I going to do that when it's on Game Pass? So, I had to play it on regular difficulty, and I'm not able to play any of the DLCs without spending money. And I looked and it was like expensive. It was like 20, 30 bucks for the season pass. So I was like, oh God, I'm probably not doing that. So, we start up the game and immediately looked and realized, yeah, this game is dated. It's 8 years old, and these are early PS4, Xbox One graphics. This is before even the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One S and X. You know, these are baseline graphics. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying you can definitely tell that they're dated by 8 years. And the one thing that does stand out about the graphics for me is the lighting. The lighting is purposely dark and scary. At the same time, it can make it very confusing where you're going, what you're doing, so you can't really see a lot. In the beginning of the game, which I totally forgot, is an homage to Resident Evil 4. I had completely forgotten about this part of the game, mostly because it's an homage to Resident Evil 4. So the homage portion of the game doesn't stand out. Later on in the game, I totally remember it becoming unique. All these crazy things happening inside of the mental institution, unique boss fights, crazy parts of the game that are very suspenseful. The beginning of the game is very slow. They're essentially trying to show, oh, this is where the roots of where survival horror came from, but, you know, let's get you kind of eased into the game with this Resident Evil 4 village, and then, boom, you'll start hitting the crazy stuff in the game later on, okay? So, not to say that the 2.5 hours that I played, and yes, I only played 2.5 hours because yesterday's podcast went really, really long with a million topics, okay? With the 2.5 hours that I played yesterday, I enjoyed myself. At the same time, I really feel like I didn't start playing the game yet, all right? And what's funny is I found myself craving more. I was like, damn, I kind of want to play more. The thing is, the schedule, I've already kind of got this week packed with stuff. So, I will not be able to play Evil Within 1 again until Sunday, okay? So how was it received? Well, viewership was up for sure on the stream. It wasn't sky high, but there was a few more people here than usual. You know, and support was pretty good on the stream, I would say. It wasn't amazing. We didn't hit like the tier 2 goal for tips or whatever, but it was decent. You know, I'm not going to complain at all. I wasn't expecting much for a game that I've already played once. This is my replaying of it and stuff like that. Views on YouTube so far.
I mean, he sounds like he's fucking complaining to me, you know. I'm not going to fucking complain about it. I'll bring it up and reference the fuck out of it, but I'm not complaining about it. I'll purposely bring it up and highlight to you the fact I never got $100 for playing the fucking game on stream. But yeah, I'm not complaining or anything. Shut the fuck up, Phil. Shut the fuck up. The sheer fact you feel like you had to highlight it is you complaining about the fucking thing. Yeah, Tony's right. It's a passive-aggressive complaint. It's so annoying, yeah. And a war dog saying he's not complaining is fucking complaining. Yeah, it's exactly. The fact he's also crossed his fucking wee bitch arms. He's in full-on siege mode here. It's like when it was it some people say it's like a fucking self-defense kind of thing, right? You know, when they cross their arms, it's like they're trying to protect themselves when they cross their arms like when they're talking to you. It's like their arms are blocking their chest from, you know, like, it's some kind of thing like, you know. So it's like apparently it's like a wee, but yeah, that's definitely him bitching and whining and complaining about it. I'm rewinding that fucking thing. How is this not fucking complaining?
Then won again until Sunday. Okay, so how was it received? Well, viewership was up for sure on the stream. It wasn't sky high, but there was a few more people here than usual. You know, and support was pretty good on the stream, I would say. It wasn't amazing. We didn't hit like the tier 2 goal for tips or whatever, but it was decent. You know, I'm not going to complain at all.
Yeah, that is your complaint. You bring it up, hence you're complaining. You know, I mean, for fuck's sake, man. How can he not comprehend this? He is absolutely fucking complaining.
I wasn't expecting much for a game that I've already played once. This is my replaying of it and stuff like that. Views on YouTube so far, not great.
How in the hell can you say it's not great? No, I'm not buying this. Look at this shit. So, part 1, 16 hours ago, right? Uploaded 16 hours ago, The Evil Within, part 1, almost 1,000 views. See that shit, guys? Shut up, Doug. I can't make you feel better. Stop whining, pal. Oh, for goodness sake, poor wee Doug. He's like, I've got to listen to his fucking ranting about bingo. Poor boy. Poor boy. But yeah, look at it. 1,000 fucking views almost for part fucking 1. How's that not that fucking good? How in the hell is that not a fucking good return? Even my dog's upset with DSP. My dog's upset with me, I think, more than anything else. Ah, Christ, man. But you get what I'm saying, though? How the hell? It's almost 1,000 views in less than a day for part 1 of a playthrough is quite decent. Especially an older game playthrough, Phil.
But again, it's a game that I've already played, so I'm not shocked at this. Maybe over time it'll get a little bit more traction as people realize I'm playing it, but we'll see, okay? But now let's talk about last night, all right? We have to have a serious discussion about the future of multiverses on my streams and in my content, all right? Before I even get to how last night went, what I'd like to do is give you my overall opinion on multiverses. I really like the game. And this is coming from someone who doesn't play what's considered a platformer fighter, the Smash Brothers style fighting game. I usually don't play. When I play, it'll usually just be Smash Brothers, and it'll be like a couple weeks after release, and that's it. Usually I'll play like a campaign, a little bit of online, and I drop it, and that's the end of it. I usually don't have interest in these kind of games. But for some reason, multiverses piqued my interest. A unique combination of characters, a lot of which are from my childhood, and some of which are from more modern things that I've played or watched. And I really like the fact that they put a lot of production value and effort into the game. The game looks good, the game plays well, the game has tons of cool music, unique voice acting from people who actually voice these characters in cartoons and other forms of media. It just feels like this is a game that's been getting tons of support and backing from the company that makes it. That's a great thing. You know, take a look at Nickelodeon All-Stars that came out last year. The game came out and it flopped miserably and no one really liked it. This is kind of the polar opposite. The game has viral popularity still. They're adding new characters pretty much on a bi-weekly basis. And the game is getting constant content updates to make it rebalanced and more interesting and entertaining. So I like it. I absolutely positively like this game a lot. As you've seen, I've played it at least once a week, if not, when I could, 2 times a week over the last 2 to 2.5 months that the game has been out. All right? And I've seen varying levels of success for this game. Some nights I'll play it and attendance is up. And people are engaged and having a great time. Maybe if there's a new character, we're all talking about said character, support is good. Then all of a sudden, I'll do a stream, and views will be down. People will be completely disengaged, not talking about the game at all, not even interacting with me, like ignoring me as I'm playing the game. Support is non-existent. And I hate to say, but Multiverse has kind of been like that. It's kind of like really good, terrible, really good, terrible. And when I get differing levels of feedback from my audience, I don't know how to accept that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I should say, okay, maybe it's just a bad night, or maybe this is a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Now, every time I play Multiverses, I also get a mixed reaction from you guys in the chat. Like, for example, right now, some people are like, well, you know, Multiverses is boring. And then others are like, no, I like Multiverses. And it's like, well, the thing is, I don't know what to do about this, all right? You know, I like the game a lot. I'm treating it as if it's a real fighting game, which a lot of people say it's not. Oh, it's a party game or it's a Smash Brothers knockoff. You should just play Smash. I do think those are kind of ignorant attitudes. Very close-minded. This game is trying with a ton of effort to pick up where Smash has left off, especially because Smash is done. They're not going to be updating Smash anymore with new characters or content. There has to be something to take its place, and this seems like it's a game that's going to take its place. And you guys have been asking me for years, no exaggeration, to play another fighting game. So Phil, play another fighter because we're tired of old school fighting games every Friday night. Do something different. So in the last 2.5 months, I made an actual concerted effort to try to learn this game, and is the most popular fighter right now. It just is. It's the most popular fighting game right now out. More people are playing and watching this game than any other fighting game. But sadly, I'll be honest with you, it's been 2.5 months. I like the game, but I think that it's kind of completely waned in interest with my audience. Case in point, last night. So last night, I made it clear to everyone. I didn't have enough in-game currency to buy a new character yet. We're trying to grind to get the currency to buy Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. He's 3,000 coins, all right? I started out 2 nights ago with like only 1,000 coins, and I started last night with about 2,000. By the end of the night, we had 2,700. So I didn't get enough, you know, to buy the character. I played with the characters that I like. Bugs Bunny, Velma. I had a good time. In fact, I had some really good wins. There was one case, we were behind, and the time was running out. And I was Bugs Bunny, and I had the safe drop, and I did this crazy, like, charged mallet swing, and I hit the safe up at an angle. and as the enemies were flying out of the sky, it hit them both and eliminated them both at the same time. It was a double elimination, and because of that, we won the scoring as the time ran out. It was like, oh my god, that's so crazy cool, right? So as a competitive game, the game holds up, all right? And I'm still having a ton of fun playing this game. Here's where I think this game is failing with my audience. I'm going to be honest. I think that, number one, the game doesn't have enough variety in what it does. And what I mean by that is, it has the same, 8 stages, something like that it's been cycling through since 2.5 months have passed. Yes, they're adding new characters every 2 weeks or so, and that's a good thing. But at this point, when we go online, how often do we see the same characters over and over? People have basically become noob friendly with this game. You're always going to see a Shaggy, a Harley Quinn, a button mashing Superman. You see what I'm saying? Like, what happens with these kind of games is you have people who actually actively try to learn them and learn the characters, like me. Then you have people who like, I just want to go online and mash buttons and lag and win. And it basically becomes incredibly boring because you see the same shit over and over and over. And yeah, I would say, no exaggeration, 80% of the time I'm playing online, we're seeing the same characters because the people just pick the same shit over and over. They don't want to learn the game. They just want to button mash and hope to get cheap eliminations. So I totally understand in that regard. Like, if the game had tons of variety and stuff, maybe you'd like it better. And it doesn't. It's kind of repetitive in that way. Also, I'm going to be honest here. The connections are 50-50 right now. Sometimes you'll play a match, and it's really good and responsive, in which case I'm able to play well. I get the crazy double elimination like I did last night with Bugs Bunny. Then another time I go to play, and the characters are teleporting all over the screen. Blatantly, you can see attacks passing through people's bodies, no hit detection. So what's going to happen? I'm going to get pissed off and rage. I always get pissed off and rage at laggy online games. You guys know that. It's not a shtick. It's genuine rage. When
I'm getting asked by Gregory Lake, is my soundboard working? A good time to test it.
Yes! Get on with it!
So I do hope that still works for you guys. A couple of things bugged out for me on OBS, but I do hope the soundboard is still okay for you guys.
I can't play a game online in 2022. Okay, so yeah, I think what happens is it gets tiring to see that half the time I'm kind of angry because the game is not running well online. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. So
that's a nice little fucking point by Damien Anderson. Damien Anderson just said, isn't DSP calling the kettle, it's like a pot calling the kettle black here, as he only plays with the same 4 fucking characters more often than not. So Phil was fucking bitching and whining about his opponents having the same characters constantly, and yet he himself is usually picking the same fucking characters over and over again. Your fucking Bugs Bunny and all that shit or whatever, and he's constantly playing as him, not just because one of his fucking favourite characters and he's a strong fucking character. So aye, he's fucking guilty of the same thing he's complaining what his opponents are doing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. Now, the funny part is you got some people saying play with members, play with viewers. Who cares? It doesn't matter if I'm playing the game with members, viewers, or by myself. It's the same game. All right? All that's going to do is bring in a smaller, extra handful of people, maybe 5 new people a week, 10 new people a week, to every time I play the game. It's negligible. People who say that shit are people who just want to play with me. I'm not dumb, okay? So, no, that's not going to change anything. It's just not. Oh, do a fan lobby. Why? So we can have even more laggy connections, because you know that's what happens, right?
But your fans want to play with you. This is like a fucking reward for them. Why are you so fucking against the idea of playing with your fucking fans? Why do you feel so fucking upset about the idea of your fans wanting to play a game they like with you? I mean, for fuck's sake, Phil, Jesus, this is so fucking toxic. Yes, this is mocking chat. Like, fuck you guys for wanting to play fucking video games with me. This is my business. Fuck you motherfuckers for daring to fucking want to play with me. And Prophet's trying to fucking comprehend that fan lobby would cause more lag. How? That's a good fucking question, Prophet. Who knows?
When the game is doing its open matchmaking, it's trying to actively find the best connection and throw you in it. When you're matching with members and viewers, now you're forcing yourself to team up with people from all over the globe with bad connections to you. I know, I've done it before. I'm not stupid. It would lag to shit and it would be a waste of everyone's time. I'm not dumb. So,
that's how Prophet, that's his logic here. He thinks some of his fans would be in like fucking the other side of the planet, and so he would have to like fucking be paired with somebody with maybe Australian internet connection or something like that, and it may be causing too much lag or something, who knows. He thinks a difference, or who knows where, but you get what I'm saying, right? But fuck off, Phil. Fuck the fuck off. Why are you so angry about the idea of your fucking fans wanting to play games with their favourite content creator? Anytime Phil does these fucking things in the past where he fucking plays with people in his community, this is exactly, I'll tell you exactly what fucking happens here. This is the real fucking reason why Phil doesn't want to fucking play with his fans, alright? The real fucking reason is usually because they stand out better than him and people seem to prefer them over him. I can't mind the guy's name, but there was a guy that I think it was like Call of Duty stuff before in the past or something. I can't mind, or maybe some sort of survival game or some pish, but he played multiplayer with enemy. And there's one guy in his chat that became a firm fan favourite of everyone. And people kept wanting him to fucking come back, you know what I mean? People were fucking preferring him over Phil. Yeah, Brian, that was the guy's name. Silent Weapons is right. The guy was called Brian. Was it Apex Legends game? Okay, that's what it was in. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. This Brian guy is more popular than Phil was, but he cannot be more popular than Phil is on his own show. He will make sure you never fucking come back again. And Phil has time and time again regretted having anyone else share a fucking spotlight with him, because he must have a spotlight shining solely on him because he is the centre of attention. You saw earlier on when nobody was fucking paying attention to him playing multiverses last night. No, the attention was not entirely on me, Ree. The chat was disengaged and talking to each other instead, rather than talking to me and paying attention to me, Ree. Chris Dank says his paranoia is off the scale and oozing out of every piggy pore. Jeez, but yeah, it's Phil hates fucking sharing the limelight with anyone. Especially if it turns out that his fucking audience in general prefer them over him.
And essentially, there's not much more I can do with the game besides continue to play it, learn it, get better at it, and unlock new characters when I can, and play as them and get better with them. That was working for 2.5 months. But last night kind of was the most disappointing stream I've ever done of multiverses. Here's why. Literally, 95% of the people on the stream were not paying attention at all. All right? You have your regulars like Derek, No Sleep Real Vibes, Jade, and a few small others, a small handful or group of others, who no matter when they're on my streams, they're very engaged in the content. Okay? And I appreciate that. But literally, 90+% of the people on that stream were not paying any attention to the game. They were not talking to me. They were off doing their own tangential conversations that have nothing to do with anything. And we also didn't have a moderator for most of that stream. So trolls were coming in. I was moderating when I had a chance. And then a moderator came in about halfway, which was helpful. Thank you to the person, you know who you were, who did that. I appreciate that. But basically, yeah, we were in a situation where, oh, excuse me. Look at this fucking moron right here. This idiot said, stop trying to guilt trip your audience into giving you more money. Have I mentioned money? You stupid fuck.
You have pretty much mentioned money and the fact that you said support was low. You have said support was low. And primarily what you mean by that is money. Yes, I'll construe your arguments, Phil, as you mentioning money. Now, if this stream had gotten $100, Phil, or $200, you would not be making these fucking points. This would not be a fucking issue whatsoever. So yes, I would say you have mentioned money. You haven't specifically mentioned dollars or money. Earlier on you mentioned tips. You're talking about your tip animations and that shit. You have mentioned money so far in this podcast. You have mentioned ways to fucking support you so far in this podcast, and you said support was slow. One of the slowest supported streams you've ever had of multiverses. I would construe that as you fucking lacking financial funds from playing this fucking game. So, I want to rewind a wee bit, guys. Bear with me. No, Damien Anderson did not say detractor troll yet. He has to say detractor or troll. He's not said either yet. But let me rewind first, because I feel like he said nobody or no one, and I think Will missed it.
Stupid. It would lag to shit and it would be a waste of everyone's time. I'm not dumb.
So yeah, I'll just bear with me, guys, just to make sure I didn't say nobody or no one. I think he might have.
And unlock new characters when I can, and play as them and get better with them. That was working for 2.5 months. But last night kind of was the most...
Apparently it did say it's a troll in chat. I rewound it, alright, so if it did say it, then we'll catch it. Let's wait and see what it says. But I'm also trying to see if it said nobody or no one, so I will catch up to it again.
Disappointing stream I've ever done of multiverses. Here's why. Literally, 95% of the people on the stream were not paying attention at all. Alright? You have your regulars like Derek, No Sleep Real Vibes, Jade, and a few small others, a small handful or group of others, who no matter when they're on my streams, they're very engaged in the content. Okay? And I appreciate that. But literally, 90+% of the people on that stream were not paying any attention to the game. They were not talking to me. They were off doing their own tangential conversations that have nothing to do with anything. And we also didn't have a moderator for most of that stream. So trolls were coming in. I was moderating when I...
Okay, to be fair, I did say trolls. Okay, I did say trolls there. Okay, so it didn't say nobody or no one, which is what I thought it might have said. But yes, it did say trolls there. So I'm glad we were around that, and thank you for pointing out, guys. I really appreciate it. Heather was one that pointed out, and other people as well. So I will mark off detractors / trolls, because it did say trolls right there, and I missed it first as well.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, KSRX, for the super chat. I'm sorry, a video didn't play on screen for you, but it's just my fucking OBS is being weird right now. I'm sorry. And the super chat says, Phil doesn't actually like multiverses. If he actually did, he would play offline to get better and grind the coins to showcase new characters. It's a very interesting point, Kazar. I think he doesn't want to play the game without trying to monetize that bastard. I think he might think in his head that if he fucking plays that game offline, he's losing out on a chance to monetize that shit. And he seemed to kind of enjoy the fucking game. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why Phil embraced this game so fucking much. Maybe it was some of the characters he could relate to. It's because some of them were from his childhood. You know, your Bugs Bunny and all that shit, you know, who knows? But, yeah, it's a strange one anyway, in my opinion. Why he fucking took that game so well. Surprised the shit, it's a multiplayer game. And he wasn't a big fucking fan of Smash before, and yet this game he fucking seems to really have loved. I do think he actually does like the game. Because he clearly fucking kept going back to it when he really shouldn't have. And if you're following the Phil logic, he kept going back to the well with that same game over and over again. Even though it wasn't doing the best, you know, in terms of financial support coming in. Heather P, there's a nice wee message from Heather P there, says, I love being here where we can build a community above and beyond the stream. Thank you for letting us enjoy each other as well as your stream. No problem, Heather P. I'm not going to fucking go, and nobody's paying attention to me, but I'm not going to fucking be like that, guys. You guys can chill and chat about whatever the fuck you want, as long as it's not something kind of strange and creepy or whatever, or, you know, might get, you know, the police involved. no strange fucking, you know, bizarre stuff. Like, yeah, you guys can fucking do whatever fucking you want. You know me, I'm pretty chill like that. So yeah, guys, as long as you enjoy yourselves and enjoying the bingo, that's the main thing. So cheers for pointing out to me, guys. Thanks for pointing out the Tractor's trolls. That being said as well.
I had a chance, and then a moderator came in around halfway, which was helpful. Thank you to the...
And thank you very much to Kazar for some chat again. And yeah, I do think Phil actually likes the game somewhat, since he has kept playing it as fucking long. Prophet says he plays the game because it's not Smash, and to rub it in the face of the Smash fans and community. I don't think the Smash community give a shit about Phil playing the game. I don't think they even pay attention to him or acknowledge his existence. There's an interesting kind of, you know, attempt at a gotcha by Phil to rub it in their faces when they don't seem to fucking even know he's still around, in my opinion. I don't know if they're fucking aware. Who knows? But yeah, I don't even think they care what he does.
Person, you know who you were, who did that. I appreciate that. But basically, yeah, we were in a situation where... Oh, excuse me. Look at this fucking moron right here. This idiot just said, stop trying to guilt trip your audience into giving you more money.
Okay, before we kind of hear this wee rant here, this is where we paused and left off. I said, fuck. That is a bingo. We've got our first bingo of the fucking day. Anyway, fucking go. Prophet says there's a lot of Smash fans in his chat. Also, he's rubbing it in his own chat's face. It's his own chat he's rubbing it in the fucking face off. That's interesting to think of. Okay. Well, that's our first bingo of the day. He said this fucking idiot or whatever. So yeah, he's just going off on somebody in his chat. I'm going to rewind it by 5 seconds only, and then we'll hear the salty little rant, and maybe we'll get a couple more things ticked off. Who knows? But let's see.
Excuse me. Look at this fucking moron right here. This idiot just said, stop trying to guilt trip your audience into giving you more money. Have I mentioned money? You stupid fucking mouth drooler. I'm talking about the stream and the enjoyment of the people watching the stream in general. My goal is to put out entertaining streams for my audience. If I put out a game stream and you guys aren't engaged and don't like it, that's a problem. And I need to figure out how to adjust that. And this is
Phil, your goal is to fucking trying to make as much money as you can to live, essentially. This is your fucking job. Like, I can fucking put, you know, it's one of those things where, have I mentioned money? I've mentioned fucking support fucking several times tonight. You want to see the evidence of that? Look at the top right of the bingo card. You said the word support quite literally. You also said literally. But yeah, Phil, you fucking talk about money all the goddamn time. You judge games and their success based on the fucking financial income you get from those said games. You dropped Splatoon 3 because it wasn't getting the fucking support you wanted from it for a brand new fucking game. Splatoon 3 averaged about, you know, between $80 and $100. The free streams you played it, you got between $80 and $100 for it, but you dropped that after 3 fucking streams. Because it wasn't enough for you, because it was a brand new fucking game and you wanted more from that shit, Phil. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
It has nothing to do with the level of contributions on last night's stream. Shut the fuck up and goodbye. You fucking idiot. So, anyway. Yeah, basically what I saw was people didn't care about this game anymore. And I even started asking the audience. I was like, you know, what's going on? A lot of people were just like, yeah, we just find this game boring now. We want to be here and chill with you. We like the content you put out. We like you. But we're bored with this game. And that was really, I think, the first time outright most people said that. It wasn't like just a few. It was the vast majority of people on that stream were like, nah, we're just bored of multiverses. Okay? That's unfortunate. Because here's what I think has happened now. All right? this is actually an interesting case in point because I'd like to use this as a case study moving forward with fighting games with you guys, okay? When a new fighting game comes out, all right, there is a time period, I'll give it about 3 weeks to a month, when the game is fresh and new. People like watching any content of that game because everything feels fresh and new. Even if it's the same characters, you're still learning the characters, you're seeing new combos, new abilities, new gameplay styles. You know, the stages aren't old yet. If the game has offline and online content, that's good. This game doesn't. This game is only online, but there's fighting games that have an offline campaign, online gameplay, you know what I mean? Good variety of stuff. And it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month, to thoroughly cover all of that content, I feel, okay? But then, there comes a point when, almost like you're going over this hill, you're flipping a switch. There's one point.
Not enough to consider it a weird noise. He kind of choked on his words there a bit there.
When it, almost like...
My kind of weird thing was like, Was that a weird noise? Is that enough of a weird noise for people? Let's see, Train says yes. Look at him trying to create a narrative. Yeah, exactly, Lois. People want to tick it, I'm ticking it. Weird noise is getting ticked. Get fucked, weird noise. Let me rewind it just in case I miss a point, but yeah. But him like fucking choking on his own words as he desperately tries to fucking think of what to say here.
But then,
wait for it.
There comes a point when it, almost like you're going over this hill, you're flipping a switch. There's one point. It's kind of a breaking point, okay? The casual viewer who's been along for the ride will get bored. There's a casual viewer who absolutely doesn't care about competitive play. All they care about is this entertaining to watch? Is there some silly fun? What's the opportunity to interact with Phil? Those are the things they care about, right? So when you don't care about the competitive nature of a game that's designed to be competitive, after a while, watching it is going to get boring, okay? Now, in the case of multiverses, we've avoided that by unlocking new characters. You know, think about all the characters that we've unlocked over the last several weeks, right? Gizmo, Morty, we're working on Rick, and the thing is, before them, we were able to earn enough in-game currency to be unlocking other characters as well, right? Like Iron Giant, Batman, I'm trying to remember the other characters that I unlocked permanently. Velma, and a few others there too. Oh, Bugs Bunny, of course. So, because I was doing that, all right, essentially people were entertained. But I think now what's happened is it's been 2.5 months. The people who are interested in this game being competitive still show up and want to watch me play. And that's not a lot of people, all right? And this is what I've kind of emphasized with a lot of people over the years. They said to me, Phil, why don't you play other fighting games outside of old school Street Fighter? We would like to see you play another fighting game and learn it competitively and do that. And I said, no, you don't. And people were like, no, we do. We want to see you play anything but old school Street Fighter because this is what you play all the time. And I keep telling people, no, you don't want to see that. I know you don't, because I know my audience. And I know that if I actually put in the grind, the time, the effort to learn another game, another franchise, it takes a while. It's not something that can happen like this. It's not something that can happen in a week. It's something that takes weeks to months. Once you play it for several months and you've seen the matchups and you see the abilities of the characters and you start learning how the online components work, then all of a sudden, in about 2 to 3 months, now you can start to get a little bit better at a game, and then it clicks, oh, here's, you know, competitive nature of the game or whatever, all right? And that's the thing. People say they want that, but then if they got it, they wouldn't want it anymore because it's too time consuming. There's a repetitive nature to the online grind of these games. And you will see the same characters over and over. You will see the same strategies over and over. You know what I mean? It's just going to become to the point where, okay, this isn't very interesting anymore. And that's where we are now with multiverses. This is exactly my case in point here for what I've been saying all along. It wouldn't have mattered if I played Injustice or Tekken or Guilty Gear or any other franchise. Once you get to about this point in a game, you've kind of seen almost everything. And now it becomes about nuance. The nuance of gameplay. Did you perfect this strategy? Do you have this combo down? Do you understand the way to avoid the abusive nature of a certain character? It's about nuance. When you get to nuance levels in a game that's competitive, only a certain audience cares, and the vast majority of people who are my audience don't. Right? Let's be honest here. Everyone, raise your hand right now if you're someone who watches me because you are interested in...
I'm calling it now. He's going to cause audience idiots because he can't see their hands.
...seeing me master a game competitively and actually become good at it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, I can't see your hands. I don't know why you
always... I fucking called it, you fucking idiot.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
That bastard made my dog cry because he fucking did a predictable fucking spot. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Fucking idiot, man. So fucking predictable. The clown... Yeah, it's not only a fucking gameplay, it's fucking predictable, Phil. It's you. Every single fucking... We can always see this shit coming a mile fucking away.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Kel Denson, for Super Chat. Sorry again, the animation's not playing. My OBS is just fucking weird right now. Sorry about that. I'm going to try and fix it for next time. But thank you, Kel Denson, for Super Chat. It says, to be brutally honest, I played Multiverses. It's just sloppy and made me want to play Smash Brothers more. Watching Phil Rage in Street Fighter is more entertaining. Well, in that case, you want to check out Prophet's stream tonight. I'm pretty sure Prophet will be streaming live tonight for Phil's Street Fighter content. And I think he'll have some. He may have a guest on as well to talk about some things. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm just going to promote Prophet's live stream of the Street Fighter, the Friday Night Fights kind of thing for tonight. Yeah, so you guys can check that shit out later on if you're able to.
Do that, but I think you see my point. I would be shocked if more than 10% of my audience would say, I'm interested in seeing Phil learn something competitively and get good at it, because that's not who I am. At one point, it was. Many years ago, I was a competitive Street Fighter player. That was my goal, to become a top level player, to place in tournaments. I haven't done that in over a decade. I just don't care about it. So now, me putting in time and effort to learn a fighting game like this, and now it's been 2.5 months, and the variety aspect is worn out. The stages are the same. The characters are almost all the same. I'm not unlocking new characters constantly. It becomes about nuance and perfecting the game rather than simply just, seeing things for the first time. Here's where you hit the wall. Okay? Seriously. Here's where you hit the wall. And so, that's what I would say is, I think that's why Multiverses has kind of lost its appeal. Now, this is unfortunate because I really like Multiverses. I'll be honest with you. I really enjoy the game. And I honestly would prefer to keep playing it than not. But I think last night was a wake-up call for me when the vast majority of people on the stream were telling me this is boring. And by the way, I should call this out too. If you take a look at the videos on DSP Gaming, they did terrible. No one's watching them anymore. At one point when I was putting out Multiverses videos, they would get 1,000 views in 24 hours. Now they don't even get 300. The appeal of this game with my audience has completely died. I don't know what to say. I can't make people like the game at a competitive level, which is where I'm at now. That's on my audience in the game as opposed to me doing anything differently. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And now I have to really seriously think about, do I continue to play Multiverses and have diminishing returns, meaning people don't show up, people are disengaged and complaining constantly, or do I say it's time to move on? All right, and I can think about this from two perspectives. My own personal preferences and from a streaming standpoint. Here's my own personal preferences, okay? I would like to keep playing it. I like the game. I have fun playing it. Even as much as I rage when it lags, I still have a lot of fun playing it. That epic win I got with Bugs last night made literally the entire night worth it. Eliminating 2 people at once with the safe, perfect attack, double kill, then you win the match because of it. That was exceptionally cool. That was like a highlight for me, And I had euphoria, feeling, wow, I did something amazing in the fighting game. I've been practicing, and here we go. Here's something cool that I did. You know what I'm saying? And putting that much amount of time into it, 2.5 months. This wasn't like, oh, this was a few streams. I've been playing this at least once a week, if not twice a week, for 2.5 months. To put this in perspective, when they updated to Season 1, I've already played like 22 hours of gameplay. And then I put that much into the before Season 1 as well. So you're talking upwards of 30, 40 hours I've sunk into this game in 2.5 months. And now it's like, I feel like with all that investment, I want to keep going. You know what I mean? There are definitely going to be characters added to this game I know I'm going to like. There's rumors that the Joker from the Batman animated series, voiced by actual Mark Hamill, is going to be added to the game. That would be fucking sweet. That is one of the best iterations of Joker ever. I love Mark Hamill as that character. I'd love to hear him voice acting. You know what I mean? It's this game, like I said, I keep telling you guys, I feel like this game's made for me. It's got characters from freaking Gremlins. Who thought they would add in Gremlins characters? And Gremlins is a movie I grew up watching. I love the movie. So, that's the thing. Like, I would love to keep playing it. But now I have to look at it from a streaming standpoint. From a streaming standpoint, attendance is down. Engagement is incredibly low. No one's watching the videos when I upload them. And support is also slow and bad on those streams for the most part. Not every time. Every once in a while, I'll be playing Multiverses and all of a sudden, a bunch of people will come in and start contributing last minute. I'm like, huh? This has happened a few times where, like, I guess there are people who really like Multiverses, but they just can't show up to every stream. And then all of a sudden they show up and start supporting and I'm like, whoa. So I guess there really are some people who like this game, But can I really keep playing this game long-term, reliant on whether or not some random person will show up and support it out of nowhere? Not really. I feel like I need to play stuff that my audience wants to see. And
shut the fuck up. Chris Dank says, I have never known such a whinging bitch than this man. 13 years of begging and he has not worked a single day, living off the backs of his whales. Disgusting. It's hard to disagree with that kind of sentiment, man. But it really is. But Phil is... This is the thing though, Phil has been so fucking disengaged from the real world for so fucking long that he doesn't really understand. I mean, when reality finally fucking hits him square in the fucking coupon, I don't think he's going to be prepared to deal with it, I mean, let's just pretend that YouTube fucking dies for him, right? Let's pretend for a second YouTube just fucking snuffs it for him. He cannot do this anymore. What the fuck is this little idiot going to do? Is he fucking going to move back in with mummy and daddy? Fuck no. Cat'll fucking probably dump his ass, you know? Let's just pretend that Phil cannot do this anymore. What will he do? What can he do? Nobody's going to want to fucking hire him. Do they what? Wouldn't fucking trust him near fucking food. I would not, I mean, if I went to a McDonald's...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Super Chat Snood, who says his phoniness and refusal to acknowledge reality makes me absolutely insane, yet drives me fucking batty and all. I was going to say that right there before Super Chat. I was about to say, if I walked into a McDonald's and I saw this man serving me, I would walk back the fuck out and go to Burger King instead. I would not trust this fucking greasy motherfucker anywhere near my fucking food. Fucking snorting into my fucking burger. Fuck off, Phil. But yeah, Phil, this is the thing though, Phil is absolutely fucking reliant. It's not as if he's got a backup plan. There is no fucking backup plan for Phil Burnell. It's either this or he fucking dies. What's he gonna fucking do? This is all he's fucking got.
Here's the thing. Right now, alright, we have several games and or things that we could be doing on night streams to make up for the times, the once or twice a week I play multiverses. For example, you guys told me, man, you really wanted to see Dead Space 1 as well. We could start Dead Space 1 and that could start being night streams. Okay? Or the other day we were in Game Pass and we were looking at all these various Game Pass games and there was a few games there that looked neat, but I was like, you know, those are Game Pass late night streams. Those are not daytime streams. I'm not going to be playing the Micro Machines game where you're driving around trying to hit parking spaces during a daytime stream. That's a late night chill stream. You know what I mean? I'm not going to play Slime Ranchers or anything but a late night chill stream. Grounded could be a late night chill stream where I play for 2-hour increments, right? So there's definitely things we could do to switch this up, okay? Absolutely, we could do this to switch this up. And I'm okay with that, but I'll be a little sad. See, Madara's God says, just play it when new characters come out. I literally cannot do that. The game requires you to grind to earn the in-game currency to purchase and play with the new characters. So if I'm not constantly playing it once or twice a week, I can't earn the currency to buy the new characters, so there's no point in playing it because I'll never use the new characters. I have to keep playing it consistently, you see? So there you go. Yeah, so now here's the other thing. Expand Dong. I love when people change the subject. Oh, you should have stopped playing the Capcom Fighting Collection. What does that have to do with this? We were talking about multiverses. A game that I play at least once or twice a week. Like I've been playing for 2.5 months. What the hell does it have to do with the Capcom Fighting Collection? Just because you personally don't like old school Street Fighter has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Stop. All right? People come in with their personal gripes and shit. No one cares. All right? We're going to talk about that because actually, tonight is a kind of make or break stream for Capcom Fighting Collection. It just is. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. That literally has nothing to do with multiverses, okay? So, here's the thing. I was planning on doing another multiverses stream coming up this week, all right? And during the stream, we were going to earn enough currency to unlock Rick Sanchez and try him out. But if you guys are just bored at this point of the game, then I guess we could be done with it. I'm okay with that. If you guys really just don't like it, you know, I'm going to take viewer feedback. And that's something, I know I'm stubborn, okay? I know I'm a stubborn guy. When I like something, I like it, I want to keep playing it. When I don't like something, I don't want to keep playing it, even if you guys like it. I know I'm stubborn. But as I get older, I'm learning to be more interactive with you guys and taking your feedback and weigh and balance it. And last night, overwhelmingly, you guys spoke with your actions and your words. You were like, this is boring, we don't want it.
40 years old and he finally thinks to himself, I'm learning here to fucking take in other people's opinions. It only took until he was 40 years old to admit that maybe he should fucking accept the opinions of the people that he relies on to fucking survive and earn some fucking money doing this shit. Only took until he was 40 years old, for fuck's sake.
Alright? So, I'm willing to listen. Did the computer just make a noise? Did you guys just hear a sound like dun 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 dun, like or something disconnected from the PC? Because Jasper literally just laid down on top of the wires in front of the capture device. No, he's laying on top of the wires, which is fine. It's just wires, but those are the finicky wires that will make that disconnect. So if he like moves and kicks it, the capture device is gonna die and I have to restart. All right, at least for now it didn't disconnect. We'll see what happens between now and the end of the podcast. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. All right. If you guys are really done with multiverses, then I hear you. All right? I can't keep playing it if you guys don't care. And I have to keep playing it to earn the currency to buy the new characters. So, if this is the case, then I guess we'll retire it. And the thing is, it was an interesting experiment. I listened to your feedback. You guys said to me for years, play another fighting game. I did. I put 2.5 months of effort into it. I proved that I can get better at it, because I am getting better at it, right? You can see I'm getting cool eliminations. I'm winning a lot of matches. I'm having fun with it. But I think what you guys are seeing now is exactly what I've told you guys for years. You don't know what you're asking for. I've been there in the competitive fighting game scene. I know the grind and the time investment that's required to get good at these games. And I know that by the time you're getting good, it becomes repetitive and it becomes about nuance. And there's nothing really interesting for an open viewing audience unless you guys are heavily into the competitive scene. And I think that's the thing. Let's be honest here. This is not your fault. I'm not blaming any viewer whatsoever, okay? I used to be a competitive Street Fighter player. When I got into YouTube in 2008, 2009, 2010, fighting games were incredibly a heavily focused for me, right? Incredibly a heavy focus for me. I totally misspoke there. Shoot.
What? Can we get a repeat of whatever the fuck that was you just said?
In 2008, 2009, 2010, fighting games were incredibly a heavily focused for me, right? Incredibly a heavy focus for me. I totally misspoke there. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, right? Street Fighter 4 and all of its iterations. And then as other new fighting games started coming out, I actually made a whole fighting game channel called DSP Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, but you made a whole bunch of fucking different channels. You had a channel called DSP Red Dead Redemption or some fucking pish, man. You made channels. You made all sorts of fucking separate channels for random ass fucking games over years. It was so random as fuck, man. Don't know why you thought it was a good fucking idea, but you did that. We are still, but this is actually quite a decent bingo card. I'm surprised he's not said help yet or positive. You know, but we're doing quite well so far with the fucking bingo stuff.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Super Chat Profit. It says, it's not your guys' fault, but you don't know what you're asking for. They wanted Smash. Phil chose Multiverses. Very good fucking point. Phil bitched and whined like mad anytime that got brought up at first on his fucking chat, when people were just telling him why are you playing a fucking Smash clone? If you want to play Smash so badly, just fucking play Smash. And Phil fucking went mental at those guys. He's like, you guys don't know what you're fucking talking about. This is a new game. Smash doesn't even fucking update their game anymore. This is a fucking new game and all that shit, you know. And I played Smash before and I didn't like it and all that shit. Phil got his arse handed to him fucking playing Smash. I've never played Smash myself, but am I right in saying down and B is basically Phil's tactic? Down and B or something, or up and B. Something like that anyway was Phil's usual go-to fucking tactic playing Smash. It was his one fucking move apparently that he fucking spammed over and over again. He was fucking rank rotten in that fucking game. Chris Tank says amazing. It's his job to play games, yet he can't be bothered to even play a game offline to improve his live streams. Was it Jump R2? Jump R2. Jump R2, Jump R2. That rings a major bell. Major repin. Jesus man, but Jump R2, Jump R2. I'm pretty certain that that phrase got banned in his chat after a while. Wasn't that something about an Elden Ring kind of, not Elden Ring, but some kind of Souls game? Didn't he do Jump R2 quite a lot in some kind of Souls game? Yeah, Jump R2 was Elden Ring, that's what I was thinking, yeah, or Dark Souls 3, yeah. Down B, he spammed down B with Kirby 2 apparently, Jesus Christ man, for fuck's sake. Bitchcraft is suggesting maybe another Twitch viewer count check. That's a good shout actually, fuck it, why not? It's been a wee while since we've done that, give me a second guys. Let me go to Twitch. What games do we want to check? Do we want to check Multiverses? What else do we want to check? Aside from Multiverses, what else? Oh, shut up, random Twitch person. What else do we want to check? So, well, first off, we'll check Multiverses to see how that's doing for, for engagement purposes, not on the good old Twitch. There is 5.3k viewers right now for Multiverses, and yeah, there you go. There's a whole bunch of different streams. They're all fucking playing that, so yeah, it's still getting good support. Let's compare that with Earthbound that Phil was playing today. Earthbound, 94 viewers. Okay. Not as good. Let me think, what else? Disney Dreamlight, okay, why not? Disney Dreamlight. Disney Dreamlight Valley. 3.5k viewers, that's respectable in my opinion. Oh, you guys aren't shit, sorry guys. Sorry guys. There you go. But you can see what I'm saying anyway. Disney Dreamlight viewers. So Disney Dreamlight Valley has 3.5k viewers, which is not too bad at all. Smash Brothers, that's a good suggestion. Will even be on here. Super Smash Brothers Melee or Ultimate? Which one, guys? Which one? Will I do the top one or the third one? Which one's the more commonly played one? Melee or is it Ultimate? I think Ultimate is. Would I be right in saying Ultimate would be the more common one? Ultimate's a new one. 1.4k, so it's not as popular as Multiverses. What about the Capcom Fighting Collection? Is that even on here? I don't even think it is. Capcom Fighting Collection, you can't even pick as a fucking game. Well, you can actually, there you go. Nobody's fucking playing the Capcom Fighting Collection whatsoever right now. And Phil's playing that later on tonight. Fucking Yaldi. So there we go, there's a fucking quick summary of the fucking games that Phil's... What about Splatoon 3? Splatoon 3 was dropped immediately by Phil Burnell. How well is Splatoon 3 doing? 7.3k viewers. Quite respectable. What the fuck kind of thumbnail is this? This is sus as fuck. What the hell's going on here? Sus as fuck. Is he going to drop Capcom Collection? He might do PF, he might do it. Right, okay, let's go back. I should have closed that earlier on. I should have closed that. There we go. Now let's go back to the bingo. You guys can see what I mean though.
This was something that I heavily focused on and wanted to emphasize. I was a fighting game guy, but the thing was, my appeal back then was that I was not a heavy competitive guy. I was playing more casually and enjoying them at a casual level and showing you didn't have to be great competitively at these games to enjoy them. I think a lot of people appreciated that, and I had no exaggeration. Thousands of people over the years who actually told me they personally bought and played Street Fighter 4 because of me. Not because they were watching some pro player who was watching and playing it at a pro level. They didn't care about that. They just wanted to have fun with the game, but they saw me acting like a jackass having fun on YouTube, and they were inspired to get the game themselves, you see? So, that being said, what happened was I kind of fell off from being a... Oh, look at that animation!
I really should show you guys the new animations when they show up on screen. So, this is his new animation.
It was I kind of fell off from being a... Oh, look at that animation! I told you we had some new animations. How do you like them apples? That was for, just so everyone knows, that was a $10 super chat animation. Okay? Alright, and what was that? That was the opening cutscene of the classic Resident Evil 1. Only, I'm every character. Okay. Very nice. Oh, it was $5? Oh, never mind, that was $5. That was a $5 super chat. I'm wrong. There's a $10 one as well, but that was the $5 level. There you go. Okay. So anyway, basically here's what happened. From 2008, 2009, 2010, I was heavily into fighting games still. I was even traveling to play fighting games. But then around 2011, I kind of came to a realization. I remember I went to a tournament. I didn't really like playing in it anymore. I realized I had a hell of a lot more fun being at home playing games for you guys than I was playing fighting games competitively. It was too much of a grind and everything. And I kind of was like, you know, at this point, I'm just going to focus on me and what I want to do and what my audience wants, as opposed to what I've always done up to now. And I kind of dropped competitive fighting games. Not to say I didn't keep playing them. Every time a new Mortal Kombat, a new Injustice, a new Street Fighter, a new Tekken, etc., came out, I would buy it, I would play through the campaign, I would then do some online play, and usually within a few weeks I would drop the game and move on. You know, I'm a variety content creator, right? And essentially what happened is, over the years, those people who liked seeing me play games competitively left. They said, all right, Phil's not going to do this anymore. Phil's fallen off from being any kind of a competitive player. There's now a ridiculous amount of people doing that content on YouTube and Twitch and everywhere. We'll move on and we'll watch them. So no viewers here are to blame for the fact that we're 2.5 months into Multiverses. And I tried to play it competitively, and I got better at it, and you guys hate it. It's not your fault. It's my fault for making this concerted effort years ago to move away from the competitive nature of fighting games and do a variety of content, all right? So that's what it is. But what you need to understand then is that you need to stop asking me to play other fighting games other than Street Fighter, because the same thing will happen. It'll be, oh, initially it's fun to watch because Phil's trying to learn the game or whatever. But then what's going to happen is, as soon as I try to get more competitive in the game, it'll fail. I'm just being honest. And looking at this situation now with Multiverses, all right? Multiverses had no offline gameplay at all. It's all online multiplayer, all right? At least with Street Fighter 6 coming out next year, Street Fighter 6 will have a very robust, fully featured offline system. It's got this world mode where you create your own fighter, you level your character up, you do these fights, and you actually make your own created Street Fighter fighter, which is really unique and different and never been done before in the realm of Street Fighter. It has been done before in other games, namely Soul Calibur did it before. But in this game, never, in this franchise, have you ever seen anything like that. And then not only are you going to have this really awesome offline aspect of the game, you're going to have all the robust online play as well. You're going to have all these new modes, you're going to have tons.
This motherfucker really is going to make me add robust back to the fucking bingo terms. This is unbelievable how much he's using it again lately. A robust. We are having an influx of robust, being used over and over again to describe things randomly. Good old robust. I might add it, I might not, we'll see. Yeah, I got rid of that shit. He stopped using it for a while. He stopped saying it for a while. So I yeeted the fuck out of that term.
Tons of new characters. Everyone's going to be learning the game at once. It's going to be a really fun and unique situation, okay? And I want to be a part of it, for sure. I'm very excited to be a part of it. I feel like, much like every iteration of Street Fighter, when Street Fighter 6 come out, a lot of people will be starting from square one. It'll be their first Street Fighter game, and I want to be along there with you guys for that experience. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that game, especially because I have a history with Street Fighter. That's the game I've played since the 1990s when Street Fighter 2 released in arcades. I feel like that's a unique situation that's different. I do. But I feel like with other fighting game franchises, and I'm just being honest here, I don't think they're ever going to work out as long-term. I just don't. I don't see myself long-term being competitive in Mortal Kombat or Injustice or Tekken or anything. I see myself playing them for a while, a few weeks or whatever, and then get tired of it. You guys, I mean. Not me, because I will keep grinding. That's my nature. Like, I've done this before. I've been there, done that with fighting games in the past. That's how I get good at them. But I don't think that you guys really understand what you're asking. Oh, drop classic Street Fighter every week and play Tekken instead. You have no idea what you're asking. You're asking.
I think it's a very fair assumption to say that if Phil's fucking fans are there and they genuinely enjoy his fucking content, then yes, it's probably a fair assumption to say they don't know what the fuck to ask for. If they're that fucking stupid enough to actually find this fucking idiot's content enjoyable, then they don't have a fucking clue what the hell they want in life.
Asking for me to lose for a month straight, finally learn a little bit, start to win, and then around the 2 to 3 month mark, actually start to get consistently better and maybe start getting wins. You have to wait 3 months of grinding for that. You don't want that. I know you don't. You have no idea what you're asking for. What you want is for me to start playing Tekken and immediately start getting good and getting wins. And that's not how it works. It's a grind and it's a time-consuming thing. Okay? So, that's the deal. I'll be honest, unless you guys can convince me otherwise, I think Multiversus has now run its course. And sad to me because I invested a lot of time in this summer here playing it, and I love it. I love the game. I would love to keep playing it. But if you guys are outright telling me, no, it's boring, we don't like it anymore.
Yes, get on with it!
Then I'm going to drop it. And we're going to start doing other things on the late streams. Okay? All right? Now, here's the thing. If this is the case, all right, then what do we want to replace it? We have so many options, right? Like I said, just the other day we were on Game Pass, and we saw at least 2 to 3 games. That would be pretty good for night streams, right? We could start up Dead Space 1. So now we have both Dead Space and Evil Within for variety purposes, right? We could do that. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Because I was going to play Multiversus again Monday night. Let me think about this. Tonight is Street Fighter. Tomorrow is the Marathon. Sunday night would be Fishing. Monday night is Dreamlight Valley. So Tuesday night was going to be my next Multiversus stream. Okay? So the question is, what do you want for a late night stream on Tuesday, right? So what I'm going to say is, think about it. Because we tried a lot of games, and there's a lot of options. Again, it could be Dead Space. It could be that Proteus game that's kind of a throwback Doom game, but it's a new modern game. We do that car, like you suck at parking game, which seems like chill fun. We could do something else. I don't even know what you would want on a late night stream, okay? Think about it. And let's talk about it over the weekend. Are you insane? Splatoon 3 failed worse than Multiversus. Splatoon 3 had less viewers, no support, and literally, within 4 days, I had a Splatoon 3 video, I didn't have 200 views yet. No one's going back to play Splatoon 3, you're out of your mind. That's called like 2 people are screaming for it. What a ridiculous thing. Okay. So, please think about over the weekend what you want to see, and I guess we got to determine what I'll be playing Tuesday night to replace Multiversus and moving forward, because Multiversus was about 1 to 2 streams a week, and now we have open night streams, okay? Okay? I think we've come to the decision, all right? All right. Okay, so that's the deal. Now let's talk about the schedule. Today, Earthbound continues. And Earthbound, again, I've absolutely loved this playthrough of Earthbound, just like I love the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Why? because those of you who are showing up are being incredibly supportive, engaging. You're interacting with me. You're supporting this playthrough, and we're having a great time together. I love Earthbound now, even more so than I did before. We're heading into the end game. At this point, there's 2 more My Sanctuary spots to get to. Okay? And my feeling is that we'll beat it within 2 streams. I don't know if we will, but I think today we're going to get pretty far, and then we need 1 more to finish it. Okay? I'm excited for that. I hope that, yes, for those of you who will stick around, because it's about 200 people that stick around when I play Earthbound, I hope you'll engage with me, have a great time, support the stream, and let's have a good final couple of streams of Earthbound. Chill, retro fun, right? Tonight, on the late stream, it's the Capcom Fighting Collection. Now, yes, we need to talk about this seriously. The game is dying. No one's going to, sugarcoat this. The game is hemorrhaging players, and Capcom is ignoring it. They're acting like nothing is happening. Seriously. They updated the game this week, inexplicably, with a quality of life patch that will not get a single extra person to play the game. The quality of life patch included hitboxes in training mode, new colors of gems in Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo so those who are colorblind can play the game, which I'm okay with, but certainly that's not anything anyone was screaming for. And the ability to see the connection level quality online when you're going to match up with anyone in any match. It could be ranked, casual, or lobby. To which I have to answer, are they even playing their game? Because if they were playing their game, they would know no one plays it online. The game's dead. When there's almost no players online, why are you adding new functionality to see the quality of the connection? You're just going to play anyone you see because it's so rare to find someone.
Hold on a second. Did he just say help and I just missed it? I'm sorry to do this, guys, but let me rewind a wee bit there.
In training mode, new colors of gems in Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo so those who are colorblind can play the game, which I'm okay with, but certainly that's not anything anyone else.
Oh, he did not say help. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm actually amazed he's avoiding saying all these fucking things.
Anyone you see, because it's so rare to find someone, you're jumping at the opportunity to even play them, even if their connection is shit, right? It just doesn't make any sense, It's stupidity that Capcom is acting like people are actively buying this game and that this new content they added this week is going to do anything. They have 2 things they need to do: lower the price or make it cross-platform. They sold this thing on too many platforms. Seriously, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, nothing cross-platform, and it's a retro game. What did you think would happen? Are you stupid? And the answer is yes, they're stupid. Whoever was in charge of this project is dumb. I'm sorry. I don't like sugarcoating things. Whoever the project designer is for Capcom Fighting Collection is a moron. They idiotically thought people were going to buy this in droves on 4 different platforms, and that somehow there was going to be a big player base. And then they actually greenlit an improvement to the game that literally no one will benefit from because there's no players. Like, you can't be smart and do these things. Okay? So, here's the thing. I love playing old school Street Fighter. I've had a blast playing this game for the last 2.5, 3 months. But we need players. Tonight we're going to see if the changes they've instituted have earned them any new players on PlayStation. Okay? Here's the funny part. Apparently statistics were released, and there is twice the size of a player base on the Switch than there is on PlayStation for this game. So if I bought this on Switch, I may find more players actively. Problem is, on Switch, I don't have a joystick. I have to play it on pad. I'd have to use a pad that's not very good for fighting games. I'm not really too keen on doing that. And by the way, I'm also not too keen on spending more money on a collection I already bought twice, and I don't feel like I got my money's worth out of because there's no one playing it. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like to remind people that one of the fucking games was gifted to him. The credits for the game was gifted to him. Bill's pretending that it was his fucking money, that it was nothing to do with the fans, that he spent. No. The simple fact of the matter is, one of the games he bought himself is just his normal fucking YouTube money, tip money, whatever. And the second fucking game was gifted to him. Technically, there's an argument, and Shinko made this point the other night, that literally any money Phil has is all from the fans. Like, every single penny Phil has in his pockets is essentially all come from the fans. But you get what I'm saying there. It's kind of semantics and all that. You know what I'm saying? Prophet says his Hori fight stick for the Xbox will work on Switch with the aux switch tipped. Well, maybe one of his fans will let him know that. Who knows?
Saying like I played this I bought this on Xbox. I played it only offline on Xbox, and I was never able to do matches online. There was never anyone playing it. So that was a waste, right? A waste of money. So obviously I don't want to buy it again, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it tonight and we're gonna see what happens. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I don't want Classic Street Fighter to go away. I really enjoy playing Classic Street Fighter with you guys once a week. Again, it's from my childhood. It's something I grew up in arcades doing in my formative years. It's a nostalgic feeling for me. I'm good at these games. That's the other thing. I'm actually good at them. I can play them at a pretty high competitive level and have a good time with it. So I don't want them to go away. All right. So let's see what happens. If tonight I still can't find players, in a last-ditch effort, I may buy the Switch version. and we may give it a shot like next week or the week after, because I really want to keep old school fighting games going. But if I can't get any matches at all anymore on anything, I mean, we gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what happens. Let's give it a shot tonight. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it goes well, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay. Tomorrow is the big one. The big event. A lot of people are excited for. They're very hyped for this. Tomorrow is the special React Marathon. DSP reacts to the documentary. It's called From Vindictive to Manipulative: The Keemstar Story by June the King. Okay. This is the documentary going over the history of Keemstar. You know my history with the guy at this point. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. I'm not going to go and get into it today, but I'm reacting to this documentary tomorrow. The documentary is 2 hours long. The last time I reacted to a documentary that was 2 hours long, it was The Wings of Redemption Down the Rabbit Hole. It took me 5 hours to react to it. All right? I absolutely believe that, you know, this will take that long. All right? I do. I believe that. So, tomorrow should be interesting. All right? And what's that? Oh, I didn't update Nightbot with the new schedule. You're absolutely right.
Shut up, bitch!
I just updated Nightbot, so now Nightbot has the proper schedule. There you go. On the fly. If you do it, wait a second, do the command again, you should get the correct schedule. Okay, so that's basically going to be my whole day tomorrow. Now, also, I'm going to be doing a WWE 2K22 30-man fantasy battle royale. All right? There you go. I have to set that up today. In fact, when I finish streaming Earthbound today, I am immediately going to spend some extra time in here downloading characters for it tomorrow. What's funny is people are like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? I'm like, because I don't have time. I'm here 6 days a week full time. I basically have like a half an hour today extra to try to download characters for this fantasy match tomorrow. And then I got to go downstairs and make dinner for my wife, who'll be home like any minute after that.
Wait a second. If he never has any fucking time, where did his fucking 30 minutes come from? Where the fuck did his 30 minutes come from, this magic 30-minute window? That's a new one to me. He never has any fucking time. But it's ending at a usual time tonight, and he's going to have a random magic 30 minutes to set this up for tomorrow. Oh!
And then between the streams, you know, like I have stuff to do, and I'm right back to my late stream. So I'm going to do my best, get this set up. So tomorrow, not only will we have the Keemstar React, but also we will have this fun battle royale, okay? It should be a good time, and I hope that you guys will join me for it tomorrow. It should be a great day, something different, okay? On Sunday, we return back to full-time gameplay streaming. On Sunday, it'll be the continuation of The Evil Within 1, and that's going to be balanced with Sunday Night Bites, my fishing stream. Last week, we did hit the hat goal. We added a giant new fishing lure to the hat, which I'm very happy about. Hopefully, we can keep that streak going this week. And then on Monday, the likely conclusion to Earthbound. I'm definitely seeing that Earthbound will likely finish up on Monday, okay? And then Monday night, Disney Dreamlight Valley. Late night chill fun, okay? Tuesday is the premiere of Overwatch 2. Now, admittedly, I need to take some time to figure out how can I link my previous Overwatch progress with this game, because I want all the characters unlocked at launch, and if you did play the previous Overwatch games, they're supposed to be, but sadly, I don't know how to link it properly, okay? I don't know how it's going to work. I think I have to link my battle.net to my PlayStation account, because that's what I actually played Overwatch 1 on. It was my PlayStation 4, and maybe that will link the two, and it'll say, okay, you played Overwatch 1, so now you get all the characters at launch. I really don't know. We'll have to figure this out, but I have a few days to figure it out, and I'll try to do it over the weekend and get it all linked up. And then hopefully Tuesday, we'll have all the characters unlocked in Overwatch 2, okay? So, Overwatch 2 will be the main stream on Tuesday, and depending on how much I like it, I may play it all day. I might actually do it as the late stream too, and I am going to do it as the main stream on Wednesday as well. So Tuesday night may or may not be a late night chill stream or not. Wednesday night, likely, we're going to try to figure out something new to do on Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whatever. And that's what I mean. Like, we got to talk about it over this week.
Was that a snort?
Wednesday night, likely, we're going to try to figure out something
It's like a wee bit of dead air here. I'm not sure if fucking snorts or not. It's very strange.
new to do.
Yeah, that's a snort. Not as many as before. We're up to 16 fucking snorts so far. He must have taken his allergy medication.
On Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whatever. And that's what I mean. Like, we got to talk about it over this week. Do you want to see Dead Space? Do you want to see a chill game off of Game Pass? Do you want to see Grounded? Like, what is it that you want to see me start up on late night streams? Because we have many options. Okay? Okay. And that's the week. Now, next week, there's nothing new. So next week is going to be a balance between Overwatch 2 with Evil Within 1 and then other chill streams kind of interjected in between. All right? Okay. Now, before we move on, Okay? Members goal for this month. I announced it yesterday. You guys seem to like the idea, and now I've kind of refined it a little more. If we hit the members goal of 600 members by the end of October, at any point, we hit 600 concurrent members, special event, ladies and gentlemen, DSP's Black Friday Ad Apocalypse. That's what we're calling it. So what's going to happen is, on or around Black Friday, but likely on Black Friday, which is always the Friday after Thanksgiving here in the United States, it's typically known as a day when Americans go consumer. We run outside, we go to these doorbuster deals, and we spend to try to get a million things we don't need for ourselves, because it's insane amounts of greed and capitalism, okay? But also, this time of year is a time of year when you are bombarded the most with advertisements. All over the place, you see a million ads for everything, even on YouTube, everywhere, right? So, what this is going to be is a marathon event where I am going to react to old-timey ads. It could be for anything, food, action figures and toys for kids, television shows, movie trailers, all kinds of stuff. If you search on YouTube, you can find tons of these, okay? Tons of them. And they are hilarious to watch because they're so dated, and some of them are absolutely ridiculous. In particular, what you may not realize, ads from outside of the United States are dramatically different from what you see in the United States. They go crazy with some of their ads. I can't believe some of the stuff they've had in ads. I mean, mass child murder. No, I'm not making that up. I've seen ads of like tons of kids dying in an ad on TV. And they think it's, oh, that's fine. Yes. So, this is just cool that we can do a big variety of ads from all over the world. And I'm sure what'll happen is if we do hit this goal, people are going to want to submit. Oh, please watch this ad. Please watch that ad. And so once you guys do that, what I can do is make me like a giant playlist of like 100 of these. And we just click play and sit back and relax and watch and laugh and analyze and just have a really great time analyzing how ads have evolved all over the world from over the years. Okay? So I think this would be great. See, some people are already bringing it up. What about the British one about kids getting electrocuted and stuff like that? You see, there's good ones. I'm telling you, there's ones you'll be like, what the fuck, that's hilarious. So yeah, this would be good. It's something different, something I've never done before. All right. And if it's successful, all right, it could be something that's timely, much like my Halloween event and my Christmas event, where every year we could have it as part of a marathon deal. So this last kind of quarter of the year, we know what kind of special events are usually going to happen. You know what I mean? But let's see how it goes. I'm excited for this. I think you guys would really like it. I'm going to be honest. This is actually one of the things I've wanted to do the most out of any of these events recently. Like, someone sent me this idea in an email, and I thought it out, and I hashed it out in my head how I could make it work. And I was like, yeah, that could work. It would be safe to watch the ads, because these ads are all outdated. No one's going to be claiming rights to them anymore. No one cares. The products don't even exist. Tons of people have done this kind of thing before on YouTube. They don't get in trouble for it. I just started React content this year. This is certainly a way that I could branch out to different kinds of React content that would be safe React content, you see? So we'll see. But I'm excited for this, and I actually really want to do it. I'm like pumped to do this event. Okay? So, let's see what happens. But we need memberships. Please, if you're considering becoming a member or maybe gifting memberships to the channel, this would be a great time to do so. It all counts towards this month's goal, even though it's not October yet. I'm counting it towards October as of now. So please consider it. This would be a great month to become a member. We've got so many new games coming out this month that you're going to get tons of benefits to being a member while I'm playing those games. All right? Cool. Now, one other thing. We have multiple Halloween events coming up, right? Around the 15th of October, I'm doing a React event to Rob Gavigan's Macabre YouTube channel. Actually, on Halloween, all right, I'm doing a Halloween gaming marathon, and you guys are going to be nominating and voting on games for that. None of that's happened yet, okay? So soon, I'm going to be setting up a poll, excuse me, not a poll. I'm going to be setting up a thread by which both members and non-members are going to be able to start nominating games for the Halloween event, all right? In addition, I'm also going to set up a poll that you guys are going to vote on the category of Halloween costume you want to see me wear this year. I did go to a Halloween store. I haven't been to all of them. I went to one Halloween store so far, and I came up with 2 interesting ideas for a Halloween costume this year, okay? So, I will get that going soon. In fact, it may be as early as tomorrow morning. I may actually set that up on the pre-stream or on the podcast, and you guys can start doing that stuff for over the course of early October, okay? Okay, now, I don't have any news to do, so we're going to do shout-outs. So today we're going to start off on the YouTube side of things. Thank you to Folivera, who re-upped their membership for 4 months. Said, hey man, I'm a big fan. Hope you have a great day. Thank you to Folivera for that. Pausin re-upped their membership for 9 months. Thank you to Pausin for the ongoing support. The Sanctuary Project did a super chat. Says, Rich saw your Patreon React video and declared war. I don't care. I don't care what he does. I told you, he's so non-existent to me and so insignificant. I don't give a fuck what he says or does on his streams anymore. He's not welcome here. He's banned. So he's never coming back. I don't care. He can't do anything to me. He could shove fucking cocks up his ass for the rest of his life for all I care. And of course, when I say cocks, I mean chickens. Okay.
somebody that doesn't seem to care about him, you seem to reference him quite a fucking lot. Even ever since you fucking wrote him off as him being dead to you, you still seem to want to fucking reference him time and time again. Now, I've got no idea what RTU has done. I had no idea I wish my dog would shut the fuck up. Yeah, my dog's still whining and sad, not shit. Why do you have to? I can't do anything for you, dog. Jesus. You're wee bastards. Yeah, hang on, two seconds. I scooped my wee dog up into my arms. Silly wee boy. And he wants to escape. Of course he does. There you go. Give him a wee hug and he's like, no, fuck off. Silly boy. I've got no idea. So back to the bingo. I have no idea what RTU has said about the Patreon video that Phil did on RTU. So I'll be interested to see how this actually develops. I don't know if anyone else is actually aware that if RTU has actually declared war or whatever. So it's a bit interesting to see anyway how it all pans out. It's one of those things where Phil could have just left it alone and ignored it, and said, look, the guy pissed me off, he's dead to me, and just left it. But Phil does seemingly he's eager to kind of keep poking away at RTU and reference him over and over again. Brad Burnian says, I'll pay you $1,000 to see the dog here. I'm not going to dox my dog, not for any amount of money. Thank you, but no thanks. I actually may have a picture handy, I don't know, I'll try and find one later on.
H, what up? Did a super chat and says, it's cool you're bringing back the Evil Within. We brought back Fallout as well. I love the OG Fallout 3 in the New Vegas playthrough. All right? Next year, we are absolutely positively going to do a Fallout playthrough. We are. 2 years ago, we did New Vegas. This year, we did Skyrim. So next year, I think we should do Fallout, and I think it's either going to be Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. Okay? Which, I don't know. I want to play either one. Either one I'd be down for playing at this point. Okay? But it's something to think about. Which would you like to see more? Fallout 3 or Fallout 4? Right? And it's DLCs, because I have the DLCs for both. And go from there. So think about it. Okay? And that will be a downtime playthrough that we will likely do like I did last year. It'll probably start off early in the year when things are not many new releases, but then it'll go on hiatus for a while, then come back, then go on hiatus, then come back, just like Skyrim did. Okay? Okay. Excuse me. Mr. Game Master did a super chat and says, just saying hi, I cannot wait for more Evil Within. Me too, and that's coming on Sunday. More Evil Within, just so you know. Thank you, Mr. Game Master. 11111. And then Wicked Grom just dropped a 5-member bomb on the channel. Congratulations to the following viewers: Call Like a Seagull, The Night Richard, Enoch, Stormforce Gamer, and Block City Resident. Congratulations to all of you. Be sure to thank Wicked Grom for those gifted memberships. And thank you, Wicked Grom, for the gifted memberships. I'm not going to check, but I'm just going to assume that counted, and we're going to go.
You pussy, check. You should fucking check. Don't fucking give your fans false information. You check that fucking figure to make sure it's genuine and authentic.
To 522. I really wish on YouTube there was a running tally of memberships. I don't know why there's not. Here's how complicated this is. So I want to see how many members I have, right? So here's what I have to do. First, I have to go to my channel dashboard in YouTube Studio, okay? Then I have to scroll down to a membership tab or tag or section. Click on memberships. No, excuse me. I've already misspoken. I have to go to the monetization section. You click on monetization. It loads a new page. Then there's a memberships tab. You click on memberships. Then you have to scroll down on the memberships page through 10 graphs and charts and a bunch of bullshit, because literally nowhere on the page does it say how many members you have. I'm serious. So then, after scrolling through all the bullshit, okay, then you have to go down to where it says recent member activity, and you click on see your members. And there at the bottom of the screen, it says how many total members you have, and currently it says I have 521. So I was off by one. Apparently someone's member.
Hey, actually I had to check after all, and it wasn't as high. Someone else fucking dropped it between the stream starting and now. So Phil's only at 521. There you go. I fucking made sure his information was accurate after all.
Membership expired. Okay? Why YouTube doesn't think it would be beneficial to just have an easy to see running tally of members is beyond me. Then again, YouTube does everything completely ass backwards and doesn't get to take feedback from the people who use the site daily forever. So I'm not shocked that they don't have ease of use things like that, but then they have a million convoluted things no one wants or uses. Okay. So all that being said, thank you to you guys on the YouTube side of things. Fenza Spook just said, an interesting question. Can you break down how revenue works on each type? Tips versus super chats versus super thanks and memberships. How does each pay out? What are the pros and cons of each? Do you want to know the truth? I don't know. I actually don't know what the cut is for super chats at all. Or
Wow. Hell, I know what the cut is. It's 70%. So, whenever you guys get... Oh, for God's sake, Murphy, stop. My dog's called Murphy, by the way. My dog's called Murphy. It's an old person name, I know. But hey, I didn't name him. It's a fucking partner. It's a 70-30 split for super chats. Okay? I know that shit. A quick Google would tell you that shit. So, you guys, whenever you give me a super chat, I keep 70% of that. YouTube gets 30% of that, and I'm very grateful for it. You know, I'm very, very happy to get anything from you guys, you know what I mean, as you know, so I made it perfectly fucking clear. You guys have been incredible at supporting it, you know what I mean, so yeah, it's cool for me. I don't mind YouTube getting 30% of it, because I still get something as well, and obviously it's fucking more than I would expect, so there you go. But yeah, Phil, this is Phil's job. This is Phil Burnell's job. This is his livelihood. And he doesn't know the fucking metrics and percentages of how much of a cut he gets for these fucking things. That baffles my fucking mind. Especially with Super Chats making up a natural large amount of the income he receives on a monthly basis. Oh, please shut up, Murphy. I can't do anything about your sadness, boy. This fucking Doug, man. I do wish I could make him happy, but I try to skip him in my arms and try to reassure him. He gets all whiny and complaining. I tell you guys, we dogs with abandonment issues, man. There's nothing you can do for him. There's nothing you can do for him. Try my best, and he's like, nope, you're not a person I want. He'll leave the room, have a wee moan, and come back in. Poor boy. He is cute as fuck, though, to be fair. He's a wee cute boy. He's an old boy, but he's cute as fuck. He's like 15. What did I do to make him sad? I didn't do anything to make my dog sad. Like, my partner, right, my fiance, has left the house right now. She's seeing some family, so she'll be back later on, but this dog's got serious abandonment issues, so that's why he's all sad boy. Right, let's get on with the bingo, and I'll see if I can find you guys a picture of my dog.
Super chats, super stickers, and super thanks all are equivalent payout, but I don't know how it works. And I've never really done the math. Whatever I get, and I'm grateful for it. I'm sure YouTube's taking a good cut of it. I would assume at least 30%. I think the standard is 70-30, isn't it? The standard revenue split is a 70-30 split. So I would keep 70% of whatever you're super chatting, super thanking, or super stickering. Super stickering. It's an interesting word. I would think that's what it is. I can't confirm that, but I think that's what it is. Okay. As for memberships, what I can tell you is that I keep more of a membership cut now than I did when I had subs on Twitch. Twitch was 50-50. Meaning if you became a sub on Twitch, they keep half, I keep half. Here it's more. I think it is 70-30. I think I keep 70%, you keep 30%. And that's why I was able to lower the cost of a membership. On Twitch, my memberships were $4.99. Here they're $3.99. I lowered the price to make it more attractive to you guys, but I make exactly the same amount because it's a 70-30 revenue cut. You see? Now, I mean, you want me to be honest? Of course, tips are the best. Tips have no real middleman taking a cut. You know what I'm saying? PayPal takes a very small transactional fee of each tip. Okay? So in reality, tips I do get more of. If someone wanted to say, what is the absolute positive best way to support Phil? Okay. If you had the choice, it would be a tip and it would be a large tip. And here's why. The more times you...
He's not even transparent about it. Not just a tip, a large tip.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, thank you. So hi, two seconds. Two seconds. Thank you very much, Storm Martin, for a super chat. It says, if he never did the math, then how did he know he allegedly lost $1,000 from the membership drop? That's an interesting question. He would have looked at his AdSense, okay? His AdSense fucking information for the payments, he would have seen it's about $1,000 less than usual. Because it kind of breaks down how much you get each month on AdSense for the YouTube payments. And, you know, it would have seen that this one would have been about $1,000 less than usual. Then Phil would have done that kind of strange kind of pigmantics, you know, and tried to say, oh, that's the copyright fucking claim nonsense that's hurt me and all that shit. Tom Tony says he did actually say help there. So, yeah, but I need to rewind that. Let me just tick off help first and foremost. That's a double bingo just for help. So, let me just get the horns going for that. There we go. Right, double bingo, there we fucking go. My OBS, by the way, is fucking dead. I think, you know, it's weird. It's not updating my activity feed, so that super chat just came in there. Thank you very much, by the way, Storm Martin. Usually it would update my left-hand side on OBS or the activity feed, but that thing doesn't want to fucking, like, do anything right now, so yeah. Yeah, my OBS is fucking broke. Let's rewind this and see what Phil said again, and then try and understand why large tips would be preferable. I wonder why.
Get more of. If someone wanted to say, what is the absolute positive best way to support Phil? Okay, if you had the choice, it would be a tip, and it would be a large tip, and here's why. The more times you tip, the more transactional fees go to PayPal. Every time you tip, a fee goes to PayPal. If you tip once in a large sum, they're getting one fee. You see? But here's the thing. It's a lot easier to support a content creator using the methods that are integrated into YouTube. If you're an ongoing member of this channel, this helps me a ton. Why? Because that's an auto-renewing, ongoing way to support myself and my content. You don't even have to think about it. It just stays going, and it helps. It's a long-term something I can depend on. And take a look at a month like August where I didn't get that because of the false copyright strikes. It hurt me. I'm not kidding. I lost $1,000 of income because of the trolls, because of those memberships, you see? So those memberships, they don't seem like much, oh, well, YouTube takes a cut or this or that. No, they add up, and they are significant help for myself and my business. So please don't look at memberships and super chats and super stickers and say, oh, those are very helpful. And in fact, the goal here is to get a mix of everything. The goal here is you get a good amount of memberships that are remembering up every month. You get a good amount of super chats, super stickers that are consistent, and you get a good amount of tips that mixes everything together. Right? My problem right now is that ever since I moved from Twitch to YouTube, I've been insanely reliant on tips because I lost a lot of revenue when I did that, and I'm not caught up to where I was, so I'm reliant on tips every week to pay my bills. The tips are literally what I'm using to go grocery shopping, to afford the new games, to pay other bills that are coming up in the meantime. And the YouTube revenue I'm making through things like the memberships and the super chats, etc., is going towards my big bills, like my mortgage, my car payment, my insurance payments, my tax payments. That's where that's going, you see? So, yeah, in a perfect, ideal world, none of it would matter. You could support however you want and nothing changes. Everything's fine because I'd be making enough that it didn't matter. But right now, yeah, tips are incredibly helpful. That's why I have tips goals. That's why I have tips rewards. Why do you think I put on Gunner glasses at $50 raised and I put on a hat at $100 raised? I'm trying to incentivize tips because those are so important to me because I haven't built up my membership base and my super chats base to enough to be equivalent to what I had on Twitch. And because of that, I need tips to make ends meet every week. You see what I'm saying? And also keep in mind, tips I get right now. You tip me right now, I get a tip immediately to spend on anything that's important. If you do a super chat or a membership, I don't get those for a month to a month and a half. It's fine. It's not a big deal, but there is a waiting period. You see? So there you go. Okay. Someone just brought up that I should bring up the Magic 8 Ball. If you tip $8 or more today in one goal, all right? In one goal. You guys love to hear Philly, don't you? That's why, I'll be honest with you, I like all the animations this year. They're all really good, but that one's hilarious, and that's why I made that only $5 because I knew we'd see that all the time. It's just too good. Okay, anyway. If you tip $8 or more in one tip, you get to ask the Magic 8 Ball a question. So, Magic 8 Ball, will we complete the final 2 My Sanctuary locations in Earthbound today? Most likely. Which is what I was figuring. I thought we were close to them.
Okay. I will see your random 8-ball nonsense, Phil, and now I will see, is our 8-ball working? Let's see if our 8-ball wants to work, although I don't think it will, because my OBS in general is just all breaking apart. It feels like, you know, maybe that's why Stream Elements is sometimes a bit glitchy, because I'm trying to do it for OBS as well, and this OBS Stream Elements version I've got is fuzzy. No, for sure. Guys, I actually do have a picture of my dog for you. Since you guys are asking, give me a second here to see if I can retrieve it. Whoops, 2 seconds. There we go, actually. There we go. There's my dog. There you go. There you go, guys. There's my wee dog. So there you go. There's some nice See what I mean? It's like he's a cross between like a wee terrier and dog is doxed. He's a cute boy. Leave him alone. He's a good wee boy. When he's like not being annoying. There you go. Don't say no. I didn't have to charge you guys anything for that. There you go. You guys got that free. No $1,000 required. Anyway, back to the bingo. We are 5 away from a full house. He needs to say behind the scenes. He needs to say day off. And he has to do the 3 different actions of sighing, having the dumb close up, and bumping his microphone. We might get it. We'll have to wait and see.
So there you go. The 8-Ball knows its stuff. Okay, let's swing over to the YouTube side, or to the tip side of things, and do shout outs for tips. Our first tip of the day was from Gamer Guy, who tipped me $5. Gamer Guy, thank you for your support, and I hope you're feeling better. I know you're currently not feeling so well, and I hope that things get better for you. Get well soon. Snow Carl to the $1.50. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time officially for our segment of the stream that I like to call what absolutely ultra pertinent, important, world-changing question will Snow Carl ask today? Okay. Hey, Phil, I was thinking earlier today about my own retirement plans and savings due to the economy crashing recently. Was wondering how you've been planning for the future. Have you started saving money? Do you have a plan for post-streaming? Number one, I don't have the ability to save up because every dollar that I have goes towards paying bills and things. I'm already owe back taxes and other things. That's where the money has to go. I don't have the opportunity or the freedom to save. I would love to be able to do that someday. But until I get caught up with the things I already owe, I will never be able to save. And that's a bad thing. So it means that there is no post-streaming. It means that I'll be working forever until I figure out a way to do that. And right now, I haven't figured out a way to do that. So it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll be able to do that. But certainly now at 40, no, I'm having absolutely no plans for that, nor can I work towards it. So thank you for the absolutely depressing question of which you already knew the answer. Captain DCW, tipped me $5 and says, hey Phil, I'm chilling, playing Assassin's Creed Origins and watching you play Origins in case I missed something. Sounds good. Now, particularly I remember enjoying Origins until basically the game got very lengthy and grindy. And then essentially, if I remember correctly, I kind of tried to turbo through some of it because I got very bored with the way the game was laid out. I thought it was too open world, too much side content, and had required levels of grinding you had to do to advance, which was annoying. So just so you know, I may not be exactly 100% the best example for that game. I remember with Odyssey, the next one, that one I liked a lot more. I actually thought the plot was better, the characters were better, and the side content was more meaningful. That one felt more like actually like Witcher 3 to me, while Origins felt more like an attempt to be Witcher 3 that kind of fell short. So enjoy, but don't exactly take my playthrough as the case study of a good playthrough for it, because I actually feel like I didn't like the game as much. Okay. Fens the Spook. Tip me $5. So let's start it off then. Thank you so much to Fens the Spook for a $5 tip. I appreciate that. So we're currently at $16. All right. Okay. Oh, my nose itches. Oh. Hold on. My nose is itching really bad.
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
I'm not going anywhere, Jasper. I had to blow my nose. My nose was itching. I didn't want to sneeze. He's looking at me like, why did you get up? Okay. So, thank you all for all your contributions, for all your engagement.
People are asking, was that a mic bump? I think it was. I'm just going to say it was. That's a double bingo, fuck it. That is a double bingo. It was a mic bump, so fuck it. Oh, sorry. There's your double bingo horns right there, eh? Fucking go. We are 5, so we're 4 away from a full house. It has to say day off, has to say behind the scenes, and has to then sigh, which I think we've come very close to, and it has to have that dumb close up as well.
Engagement so far today. I appreciate that very much. I hope we have a nice chill stream of Earthbound coming up. Again, I think we're heading into the final areas of the game. That'll be fun to play through. And I'm ready to interact and chill with you. As you know, it's been a very interactive, chill playthrough. I would hope that some of you will stick around, even if you're not caring for Earthbound, just to chill with me and have some conversation. But if not, if you take off, I understand. If Earthbound is an older game, it's not for everyone. All right? I'm not going to hold it against you if we drop 100 viewers in a minute, which we probably will. But what I will do is open up the stream for a little bit, just a little bit of Q&A for the next few minutes. So if you'd like to ask me a question, tag me in the stream chat, all right? And I'll try to answer you as best I can. Here we go. I should give Omori a try. A horror RPG like Earthbound that's not too long. Yeah, but it's an RPG. And this is why I'm really kind of against anything like that right now. Like, I just played Final Fantasy VII. I'm finishing Earthbound. I really don't think another RPG is going to make sense. I need to do something different for this month. You know what I'm saying? Why no viewers for the Earthbound streams? Because Earthbound's retro. And retro just doesn't jive with the modern audience. I'm just being honest. I mean, 9 years ago when I played Earthbound, it didn't do well. I love the game. I think it's quirky, it's fun, it's unique.
Money, oh, money, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Icy Temptress, for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it. It's bizarre to me, like, I know earlier on I had a super chat, right, and it's not showed up on my left hand side of the activity bar. I can't even mind who done it, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that showed up. That has came up in my activity feed. The Icy Temptress fucking, subscribing to me there. So I'm just wondering why it's missed one random thing for the activity feed. I'm very fucking confused why my OBS is dying the way it is. Meth Bear saying, I need to fill in the squares all the way. D, O, and P's are white in the letter. I just use Microsoft Paint. I'm a basic bitch with this kind of thing, and I just use Microsoft Paint. I know it's not the most professional setup. I just use the most basic thing. The funny thing is, I do have Adobe like Photoshop, but it's just the quickest thing to do is just to click on the goddamn square and fill it in, and it's clear enough. It's kind of clear enough that it's clear. The square has been ticked off. But yeah, it's one of those things. I blame Microsoft Paint for that. I don't blame my laziness or whatever. I blame Microsoft Paint. Do I at least use Paint 3D? Fuck no. I use the original OG Windows 98 Microsoft Paint. Nobody's got time for Microsoft Paint 3D. It's a waste of fucking time. And as I said, I have Photoshop. To be fair, I don't actually know how to use it that great. I do try my best to figure it out, but I'm not very good at it at all. I'm kind of shite trying to figure out Photoshop. It does confuse my tiny brain a wee bit. But that's my problem though. If I could, the thing is though, I don't know if Photoshop. If I try to throw the bingo card in Photoshop, so I save the bingo cards from a website, and I save that as an image, and if I opened that in Photoshop, I don't think that it would fill in the. If I try to fill the squares, I don't think it would be smart enough to understand that I'd want the O filled in as well. Like, so to do what, so Method wanted me to fill in the O's here, so there we go. I'm going down dead air. And the D here as well, and I've got the wee A slightly as well. Hang on, the wee A. Let me get sure I get the pixel spot on here. There you go. Oh, the O's here as well. There we go. 2 seconds, guys. The H as well. Randomly, the H didn't get fucking done. That's fucking strange. There's the O, then the wow. Give me a second here. I'm trying to fill in all the blanks. You see how fiddly and time consuming this is? Instead of just clicking the square randomly, it's like, oh, wait a second, there's all these little white bits on the thing. You've got to fucking. There's an O and there's a P. There's a gap in between the T and an I for a random reason. Now you fucking go, there's a fucking D right here. Jesus, almost there, almost fucking there. The W for some reason. Some fucking reason the W has a fucking thing right there. It's not there though. Creepy whisper. Okay, you see what I'm saying though? It's a lot quicker to fucking click on the square in general. Phil would ban your ass for pointing that out. Who knows? He knows. The thing is, it's clear enough. It's clear enough to us. Pixel Animations, welcome to the stream, buddy. So yeah, we've got a wee bit of Q&A. Well, guys, remember, listen out for him sighing. We need Phil to sigh. We need him to do a dumb close-up. We need him to say day off and behind the scenes.
Neat for the time period. It has great visuals, great music, great gameplay, and it inspired so many other games to come in the future, including Undertale, which is currently one of the more popular games with a rabid fan base, okay? But people just don't like the classics. I don't know why. They just, it doesn't appeal to the modern audience. Okay. Why not do a Bloodborne rerun for Halloween? Because once we get to the second half of this month, we will not have time for that. Okay? Basically, we have 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks. Starting like now, we have till the 18th of October. Once we hit the 18th, we have nonstop new content. We don't need any more downtime content. We'll have more than enough. So we have to get to that point. Okay? John Smith says, what's your opinion on the quiet quitting movement? You work only what you absolutely need to for your job, and you leave as soon as basically your day's over. Like, here's the thing. I feel, at least, and this is my personal experience. Maybe things are different now. I don't know. But when I used to, not be a content creator on the internet, and I worked for companies and the like, okay? I couldn't help but feel that always, sadly, these companies didn't really care about you. They thought that you were a number on a spreadsheet or, a cog in a machine. They didn't care about you being a person with a family or any kind of, life responsibilities. They just, you get the job done, you get paid. You better get the job done by any means necessary. That's how I was always treated by these companies. I've told you the story when I worked for the helicopter company, that for 2 years I was a customer service rep. They acknowledged that I was one of the better ones. I was going above and beyond. So they wanted me to do more work. So they didn't pay me for it, but they trained me to be a continuous improvement expert. I showed you guys the certification that I had when I was doing my closet clean out last month. It's the evidence that I had it. They had me go to like over 100 hours of training and run projects and things to get that. Then they had me redesign an entire process within my company. This is the work of someone. I'm not exaggerating. This is the work of someone, all right, who gets paid anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 a year salary, all right? That's how much you should be getting paid for that work. And they were paying me like $50,000 a year to do it. They were paying me half of what I was owed, if that, because they wanted the work done, but they didn't want to hire anyone to do it. So I do all that work, and then they laid me off. I was working extra hours. They actually gave me a laptop, and they said, you need to get your work done. But if you can't get it done when you're here, you have to do it when you're at home. So there were days I took a sick day off because I was sick, and I did a whole day's worth of work at home for free. They didn't pay me for it. I already had a sick day. But I did all my work at home anyway because the work had to get done. You know, I worked my ass off at that job. I really did. And they didn't care. And they threw my ass out of the company, basically. Okay? They did. And pretty fucked up how they treated me. So I'm not surprised to hear that there is a movement of people who are now under the impression that it's time to strike back at these companies and tell them you don't get to control our lives. That there should be a work-life balance. That if we're going to invest a certain amount of time and effort into this, that we need to get compensation for it, or else fuck you, we're out the door when the 9 to 5 shift is.
Oh, wait a second. He said day off. He said day off. I did miss that. Tom Tony pointed out that Phil said day off there. So we have got another bingo here, guys. There we go. And just for Meth Bear, let me tick in the D as well. And oh, 2 seconds, guys. Just for Meth Bear here. Yeah, I think Meth Bear's regretting being a bit. He was joking a wee bit, Meth Bear, you know what I mean? But I'm the kind of person that kind of calls out people's bluffs and just go through it anyway. I'm an annoying bastard at times, I But yeah, there's a double bingo, guys. So there we fucking go. We are 3 away from a full house, and yeah, this is hardcore siege mode. Those arms are extremely crossed right now. Meth Bear doesn't get me. I know. I'm just taking a piss, Meth Bear. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of one of these people. I'm very kind of petty like that sometimes. If someone's kind of pointing these kind of thing out, you know, I'm like, I will go above and beyond the normal reaction here for a normal person just to be a pedantic bastard at things. But yeah, I won't do it anymore. But yeah, it's easier just to cut the square for me. But yeah, I'll try and figure out Photoshop one time and see if it's any better.
It's done. I kind of agree with it, quite frankly. Now here's the thing. You might say, well, then everyone would just be doing the bare minimum. Everyone would be lazy. Nothing would ever be done well. Well, yeah, but the corporations kind of deserve it. They're the ones who overworked everyone and did not pay them properly for many years. So it's their own fault. Like, they made the situation happen, so now they're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like people were innately being lazy and abusing all these companies, so then they started mistreating them. It was the opposite. They're like, how much can we milk out of each employee and not pay them for it and keep milking more and more? You know what I'm saying? It's just, and then, you know, the sad fact is, I've actually talked to my wife about this many times over the years. I said, when these companies decided at some point in history that they were only about the dollar sale, they didn't care about reputation, they didn't care about quality, they didn't care about any of that. All they cared about was making that transactional sale. So much was lost, all right? Give you guys a quick perspective. Back in the day, all right, you would go to a department store, Macy's, Sears, JCPenney. I'm just thinking of a few because there used to be more G-Fox, Nordstrom. Geez, there's so many of them, okay? You would go into a department store. Someone would walk up to you dressed completely professionally. So usually like a suit or a nice, fancy dress. Hello, I'm here to help you today. What are you here for? Because I would like to guide you to the department where you can find what you need. And then if you need me, find me again. I'm your guide for the store. And if I don't know enough to answer your question about a product you're looking for, I will find you a specialist in this store who will do that for you. That's what we're here for. We're trained professionals to give you a guided and very informative and happy shopping experience. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Back then, you would go to this department store and the actual products would cost a lot of money. Things would be expensive when you went to the department store. But the thing was, you got what you needed. You got a high quality product that didn't fall apart within a week after you bought it. You got the correct product because someone was informed and knew what to get you. And you went out of there with a smile on your face thinking, man, when I make some more money, I want to come back here because this was great and I love this place. It was an actual positive experience. Now what happens when you go into a department store? There's no employees anywhere. It's like you're in a fucking ghost town. You'll be lucky to find someone at a register. They have registers, but no one works there. The register's abandoned. It's like you see fucking tumbleweeds rolling through, right? The products are everywhere. They're a mess. Nothing's tagged properly. They try to have these auto scanners that tell you how much a product costs. They don't work. Error, not configured, right? You're lucky to finally find a register where you can check something out. When you check it out, that employee knows absolutely nothing about anything in the store and is incredibly overworked, literally probably stuck at that register all day long, didn't take a break because there's a skeleton crew, so they couldn't even take a piss if they had to, you know? Feet probably killing them, yelled at by customers all day when they don't run the store, they just get paid minimum wage. Why are you yelling at them, right? See what I'm saying? So this is the difference. This is where America and business has gone. We went from train and pay people. And when you do that, you will have a quality business with quality products with customers that are willing to come back and spend more, as opposed to go bare bones. Everything's low quality, everything's shit, terrible experience, products are garbage, break as soon as you buy them. Food has also gone the same way, right? You could compare a full service sandwich shop such as Jersey Mike's or Quiznos. You go in, you custom order what you want, you tell them exactly how you want it, they use gourmet level ingredients, they'll toast your sandwich fresh, they'll cook your food fresh right in front of you. Compare that to fucking Subway, where you go in and literally everything in Subway has been made months ago. It's sat in a refrigerator. It's all flavorless. It's like rubber. It's disgusting. It's fucking shit. But that's where America's gone. We took away the high quality and went to shit. So now our employees are also treated like shit. They became commodities as opposed to, oh, an intelligent workforce of qualified individuals. We're just all expendables now. You see? So when you talk about what is my mentality, what do I think about this new movement? I agree with it from my experience. Maybe people have different life experience than me, but all I've seen is in the last 20 to 30 years, here is how America's workforce is going. Boo! You can't have...
Hey, hand graphs. Sadly, it's not on a bingo card, but that's a good example of hand graphs. It's funny, him talking about the fucking department store where somebody fucking, you know, looks professional and kind of greets you and is like, they're basically designated to you and helping you in that store. It's funny he mentions that because, to be fair, when he's basically describing an experience. I've told you guys before briefly, there's a store in Glasgow, right? There's a clothing department store in Glasgow. They deal primarily in like men's kind of fashion. The Slaters, they're called Slaters. There's a few places in the UK doing this, okay? There's a few stores in the UK for Slaters, but the Glasgow branch that I know of anyway, they do the same kind of thing. They have somebody that you come into the shop, wherever you go to the floor you need to go to, and somebody will kind of approach you and ask you, what do you need? You know, is there anything we can help you with? And they are very helpful. They are very attentive. They're definitely, you know, they're all suited and booted. They're dressed apart, you know what I mean? But as I'm saying, it's one of the better shopping experiences in Glasgow. It's like, the way I see it is, there's one, I'm so direct, there's one in Edinburgh, I think there's one in Leeds. There's a few in England and there's a couple in Scotland as well. The Slater stores, you know. I can't speak for the other ones. The only one I know of is Glasgow, from my experience there. Yeah, I assume the other ones are kind of similar. They're very attentive to you, the guys that work there, you know what I mean? And they fucking usually they do go above and beyond a lot of times to make sure the customers are happy. And it is definitely a far more positive shopping experience. And it'd be kind of funny to think if any of our shops kind of try to copy. Imagine fucking going to Primark. This is a reference that mainly kind of British people only get. But can you imagine getting kind of service in Primark? Some fucking person like fucking is asking you, like, you know, what do you know, to try and cater to you exactly what you fucking want in Primark, you know, and it's like, no, you're lucky to get, you know, time off any of them because they're fucking busy. Because to be fair, Primark is usually quite busy with people, and they're all trying their best to keep things stocked up and all that shit. But yeah, but it's just kind of, it's one of those things where it sticks with you. Oh, apparently Primark exists in the United States. That's blown my fucking mind. I thought it was just a fucking British kind of brand. I didn't realise it. But yeah, you get what I'm saying though. It's like the experience kind of counts for a lot of things. Like, and now, anytime, if I need to fucking go for a suit in Glasgow, I know it's probably going to be Slaters I go to, even though there's other places in Glasgow you can go for that. I know the best place to get that is probably Slaters because they make sure that fits you fucking perfectly, and they will alter it for you if needed as well. It's one of those things where they'll make sure it fits perfectly for you. They will alter it for free if you need to. It's one of those things where the attention to detail and the service you get in that kind of shop. So I mean, it's funny. It's kind of as daft as Phil usually is. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, that kind of service in a shop does speak volumes and does make a difference. And it would be kind of nice if other places would be able to do that. I know not every place can do that. Within reason, it has to. You know, some places just can't do that. Meth says, or going to Poundland, it's not just a place you take a girl. Yeah. Exactly, yeah, Jesus. It's one of those kind of things. As soon as Phil was talking about rant, you know, it's obviously, Phil wants 5-star service at a dollar store. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Fucking places Phil goes, aye. Slaters is not just a fucking. There's very few of them, and it's like a handful of Slaters in the UK. To find, I mean, so I guess, you know, it's not as if they're a fucking chain store and there's like one in every corner. That kind of service, you know what I mean? But they go above and beyond, in my opinion, with the service they give people. And I guess it would be kind of nice if our places would be able to do it as well, if they had the ability to. But not every fucking company has the ability to be able to give that sort of attention to their customers. It's just a sad fact of the matter.
Have a career. You can't even make a living wage in most of the places you work. They don't give you health care anymore. Like, they've done everything, a concerted effort. I keep saying concerted efforts this morning. Concerted effort to screw over the American people, make a dollar, but not provide anything of quality for it. That's where American corporations and businesses have gone in the last 30 years. It's a joke. You need to provide high quality to earn the dollar, not, oh, everything's a discount, everything's a low end, everything's junk, and because it's cheap, now everything's shit. Would you rather live in a world of cheap shit, or a world where, yeah, maybe you have to work a little harder to earn the things you buy, but everything you buy is great? Hero says, do I ever think sometimes I'm too harsh when I talk about this kind of stuff? Of course not, and how dare you suggest it? Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay, I'm joking. That was overly harsh. I don't know. I'm a very opinionated guy, as you know, and I tend to be honest and straightforward with my opinions. And by the way, they're my opinions. You could disagree. You know, you might have a completely different life experience than me and be like, wow, Phil's totally off base on this one. That's cool. That's the cool thing about this podcast, is that we get to have this discourse, and you guys can disagree with me, and that's fine. Okay. Wicked Grom says, I worked at Target not long ago. They did everything they could to not give you full-time hours and pay benefits. They'd rather pay less to a Joe Schmo who sucks at the job. Exactly right. They will have people, they'll tell you you're going to get a full-time hours. They'll hire you. And then all of a sudden you'll get 15 hours a week. You're like, what is this? Oh, well, that's all the hours we have. What do you mean? You said you were hiring for a full-time position. That's all we have. So you get paid 15 hours a week, minimum wage, so it's nothing, no health care, no benefits. What am I working here for? So now you need to work at Target, Best Buy, and Subway. You need 3 jobs to have enough to pay your rent. That's the American way today. Oh, what the American dream. Wow, what a great place to be, huh?
I just think it's incredibly fucking disingenuous of Phil Bonnell to sit in his fucking arse like he has been doing. He's been doing this now for like fucking 13, 14 years, sitting in his fucking arse, letting his fucking fans basically fucking pay him to fucking just do nothing, do things badly for this fucking long. He's got the fucking audacity to fucking talk about the American dream. Motherfucker is fucking balls deep in the American dream right now. He gets paid 100 grand a year to do shite. He does fuck all poorly, consecutively. And the only reason Phil's fucking struggling so fucking much is because he's fucking financially irresponsible and inept at handling his finances, his business taxes and everything else. Prophet says the American way, beg for money in the stream while extorting and scamming people. And MC2 Review says, how can he sit there doing what he does and say this shit? He doesn't fucking see the irony. He fucking misses it entirely. It genuinely is fucking unbelievable. He fucking acts in authority in this fucking shit when he's been so fucking far removed from the workforce for so fucking long. His experience of it is fucking outdated.
Yikes. Okay, we could literally do a whole show discussing this. If you guys ever want to talk about this stuff, I would. Seriously. Because I've had experience in it firsthand. I know people who've had experience in it firsthand. I would sit here and discuss this all day with you guys. If you ever wanted to have a discussion stream about this shit. Because America really needs to shape up with and especially the media lying about it too. Oh, all these new jobs created. What jobs were created? Entry level, minimum wage, 15-hour-a-week jobs. That's not a fucking job anyone can make a living on, so it's not a quality job. Instead, the media should report how many quality jobs were created this year. Oh, 0. So then none. It doesn't matter how many jobs are created if they're all shit and there's nothing that's going to help anyone. Anyway, I think it's time to I think it's time to end today's podcast. I think we've gone off the rails here, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a great show. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your support. Let's end the show and let's get started with some nice, chill, earthbound fun. Thank you. Here?
As usual, I skip his outro, by the way. I skip his outro every fucking time. Game's not over yet, guys, by the way. The game is not over. We can still sigh. We might get a sigh out of him. We might get a dumb close-up, and he needs to say behind the scenes. The game ends when he starts recording for YouTube.
Okay, guys. I'm just going to swap over here. And I am just going to use the restroom very briefly. No long break today. Very quick. Like a 2 minutes, not even. And then we're going to jump right into Earthbound. I believe we were in On It, because we bought that house, the optional house, to get the picture from the photographer guy. And I think people were saying to continue with the story, you have to go back to 3 now. Which is, well, uh-oh. Yep, I knew it. Jasper disconnected the capture device. He did when he was laying on it. Yep. So I have to restart the stream anyway. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm literally just going to restart the stream. I'll be right back. For now, I got to close this. Okay. I should be coming back. I had to change the whole setup because also during the podcast, I got full sun here. And the full sun means I can't see anything. Too bright. And actually the sun was on the capture device as well, which is not good. So I had to change up. I had to close the blinds. I have to change the lighting. I have to change everything so we can have a stream here where I can actually like see. And all right. So you guys can see me, right? We're good now? All right, let's take like a 2-minute break just to use the restroom. I'll be right back and then we'll start. I'll be right back.
So Phil didn't even do any ads in his fucking stream or whatever. He's just ran out of the fucking shorts, you know. So I'm going to spam the right arrow button here as usual until Phil gets back.
On my day off.
Here we go.
You're at it. What are you doing?
He's back. Okay, he's back here. Okay. The game's still going, guys.
Jasper is being very silly. I was walking out of the bathroom. He runs up and starts licking my leg and foot. I was like, what are you doing, you silly kitty? Silly guy. All right. All right, we're about to get started. Just so you guys know, once again, the idiots are at it. I got people, again, false reporting me to stream elements. They just did it again. They idiotically keep tagging me when they do it, too.
Oh, I didn't realise this. Hang on. 2 seconds, let me refresh this page. We might see something. We might actually see something about it. Okay, DSP, has anything happened with him? No, so he's not actually tweeted anything yet. He has been tweeted about it, but yeah, Hang on, what about actual Twitter? 2 seconds, what about actual Twitter? What about Twitter itself? Here we go. DSP was on 50 minutes ago. TG Gamebox had his 2 hours ago. DSP was on 50 minutes ago, leveled up his Hall of Fame taker to 6-star. He went up by 2 in roster and got the grindable, probably by money, Shamrock, and paid $100 to get Trickster Snoop. These will get him no points in a contest that starts in 2 hours. He shot his shot early. Who's reporting Phil to Stream Elements? I'm trying to see. Usually these things would be standing out, but I can't see anything on my Twitter feed anyway about it. No idea. No idea. What the fuck is... Okay, well, the Twitter page is fucked up looking cars. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's enough. I'm fucking derailed. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I can't see anything in mind so far about this kind of thing, so...
Yeah, so now, you remember, on my day off, 2 days ago, someone false reports me to Stream Elements, linking to a clip from 13 years ago, saying, oh, is this someone who you want using Stream Elements? And I'm like, dude, you linked to a clip from 13 years ago, all right? Now, this person goes on to continuously tweet saying, oh, Phil never apologized for doing this kind of behavior and stuff like that. These are blatant lies. So yesterday on the podcast, right, I said to everyone, listen, this is ridiculous. This is crazy behavior. No one just sits around and goes through 13 years of my content to find a video like that and then falsely tweet it to Stream Elements trying to act like it's something that I still do, then lie about it and say that I haven't apologized and changed. You know, this guy's nuts. He needs help. If you're acting like that, you absolutely need to seek help. That's not normal behavior. So now I got someone else tweeting Stream Elements, oh, didn't you see that Darkside Phil gaslit and insulted the person who reported him the other day? What do you think of it? It's like, this is nuts. These fucking people are, all right, listen to me, all right? This is not gaslighting.
Does that count as a sigh? Does that count as a sigh there?
It's like, this is nuts. These fucking people are, all right, listen to me, all right? This is not gaslighting. First of all, you don't even know what gaslighting means. The way you're using it, you're an idiot, okay? It's not what the term means, all right? If someone is so obsessed with someone they don't know, have no connection to, or personal interaction with.
It counts as a fucking sigh. Fuck it. I'm counting it. I'm taking it off. That's a singular, bingular, and we get with the horns going for that. We're 2 away. I'm going to rewind this just so we can see what Phil means by gaslighting.
These fucking people are, all right, listen to me, all right? This is not gaslighting. First of all, you don't even know what gaslighting means. The way you're using it, you're an idiot, okay? It's not what the term means, all right? If someone is so obsessed with someone they don't know, have no connection to, or personal interaction with, that you would actually sit around and go through 14 years of their content to find a video that says something offensive from 13 years ago, send it to the business that they take tips in through to do animations on their stream and act like that's representative of what they do today, when you know it's false. You know that's a false representation. You actually lie in a further tweet saying that Phil has never apologized for his behavior when I have many, many times, and that's why I don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need help. This is not me insulting or gaslighting. This is like, you need to seek professional help. This is something that a normal person does not do, who's right in the head. Just being honest, okay? Not even a troll. A troll would troll to some extent. When you're actively trying to do stuff like this, like, and wasting your life away, you need help, all right? So that is not gaslighting. That is not whatever. So this guy's linking shit. Of course, he's linking out of context. He's not going to actually have the whole segment play, I'm sure, but whatever. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is just so you guys know, I'm constantly under attack by these parties, these elements. If you ever notice something's not working, let me know. You know, if Stream Elements, for some reason, decides to kick me out because I did absolutely nothing wrong, again, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, Stream Elements has been good in the last year and a half. I'm sure people have false reported the living shit out of me, and I'm still here. So I'm hoping that that's fine, and that they see through this, considering the fact they must receive so many false reports that they know it's all bullshit. You know, you would hope that's the best. But I guess we'll see. I would hope for the best, you know, especially now we're getting into this busy season of hot new games and horror stuff that you guys are going to be here, and I know people want to support. And if I basically have to find a workaround to accept tips, that's going to suck. I don't even know what it would be. Like, Stream Labs is out. Stream Elements is out. I don't even know what's another one. I have to find another one, right? But I hope we don't get to that. Stream Elements is good. I like using Stream Elements for my tips. I don't have a problem with them. They haven't given me any issues. So I hope that I can continue to use them and have no problems, you know? But I don't know. I'm literally every day being falsely reported, falsely accused, attacked. It's like, oh, but Phil just makes this up. He's exaggerating. It, like, literally, it's public. These people are just so fucking wilded out in their heads. They just do it publicly now, you know? Okay. No, but here's the thing. PayPal link doesn't... Sure, I could say, oh, here's my PayPal account. Hit me. And you can, but then there's no animations for it, which kind of sucks. I want to have thank you. I guess what it would have to be is me manually doing it, right? Like, I check my emails from time to time. Oh, a bunch of tips came in, and I click the animations manually and do shout-outs, I guess. I don't even know what else I would do. It wouldn't be able to be automated, right? Yeah. Anyway. Again, it's neither here nor there, but when I see it, you know, I'm taking a piss. I'm like, let me just check Twitter. Oh, look, here's another false report saying I did something wrong when literally I did nothing wrong. I was just defending myself. How nice.
Oh, nice of Phil to admit he was on his phone during his wee little breakaway there, so he's probably playing WWE Champions again. That's why I fucking had his phone in the fucking first place. So I'm just having a quick piss break. I'll be right fucking back. Grabs phone in anticipation of more WWE Champions time.
Okay, shout out to Wolf Like, who did a super chat saying, I like your cat Jasper. I'm glad to hear that. I think a lot of people like Jasper. They find him cute and fun and entertaining. I do as well. What the hell did I just type? Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right, you ready? Let's boot her up. So, again, I don't really recall what I need to do here. We gotta try to figure this out. What's next? Jade, I'm sorry to hear that your nose is itchy from allergies. That sucks. I know firsthand. I hate itchy noses. Jeez, 92,000. Very nice. Was I buying something? There had to be a reason why I took that much out. Oh, because I bought the house, right? Okay. In Threed's Hospital, you'll find an item in a locker. You give it to someone for a magic truffle. I don't remember who you give the item to. Oh, Cheerio Eater will be lurking. Welcome, Cheerio Eater. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's start. Welcome, everyone.
That is him officially recording for YouTube, and that means the end of bingo, guys. We have got 23 out of 25. He did not say behind the scenes, and we didn't have a dumb close-up. Sadly, that is the end of DSP bingo for today. We didn't get all full 25 out of 25. It's a shame. We're close, you know, but it is what it is. Sadly, we have still only ever had 2 winners ever. One of those winners is in the chat right now. Wetwork. I'm not sure if Lord Boros is here. He was our other winner. But hey, guys, hopefully we can add someone else to the Hall of Fame for the winners. Yeah, so who knows, you know what I mean? Maybe well, I was going to say maybe tomorrow, but guys, I won't be here tomorrow. I am going to have a wee date night with my good lady. So, guys, I'm sure you'll find other sources, though, to enjoy not only the pre-stream and the podcast and all that, but someone else will certainly be restreaming the Keemstar React. Some other, some far more charismatic detractor than I am, maybe a Meerkat or an Anne or something, maybe even Tevin, maybe even Keemstar himself if I can live stream the goddamn React, who knows. But yeah, so I won't be here tomorrow, guys. I do hope you enjoy yourselves anyway. I hope you enjoy your Saturday. I will be back on Sunday for some DSP Bingo though, and hopefully we'll have a lot to, discuss and pour over, and we'll see how Phil fucking does on Saturday, I guess, but yeah. I'm going to end things how I always end things with DSP Bingo. I am going to have some notorious PIG contributions made by the excellent Pixar Animations, who just said in chat, better to avoid a toxic toilet juice Phil will produce. That's a lovely fucking mental image right there. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for all your contributions in the chat. Thank you for keeping me right in the bingo card. You guys are invaluable as always for making sure you catch things that I miss on the bingo card. I do appreciate everyone's help and support at keeping me right on that, Thank you for super chats. Thank you for keeping me right in the chat. Thank you in general for being amazing, guys. You guys are fucking incredible. Remember to check out Prophet live stream tonight. Hero will live streaming Friday Night Fights, and I think Hev will be there. Meth Bear might be there. I'm not sure, but Prophet will be live anyway, and I'm sure it'll be a good time had by all, because Prophet streams are usually quite mental. I mean, it's yeah. Have a good one. I might actually be awake for it. I don't know. I might be able to catch a start of the Prophet stream. It starts at 3 AM UK time, but there you go. I might actually be awake for it. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday and your Saturday as well, whatever you end up doing. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later. Remember to support these other content creators, all these other detractors out there that produce some high quality, robust content for us all to enjoy. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.
Whoa! I need to slow it down. That's actually 2 times speed. I'm glad I caught that. So let's start that again, shall we? Have a good one, guys.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Read.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.